may or may not get new viewers
Only
today.
swear
Heck
at
there,
Jodie.
bud.
Huh? I
Only
never say
what?
Only swear at Jodie.
no.
That's the rule.
Job.
Because she always says don't say obscenities, and mine's like the most rated R stream when it comes to just strictly profanity.
Jodie, for fuck's sake, we need to go to the fucking top with this fucking bullshit.
Only if you
shit
didn't
we got
have
going.
inspiration, you should take it. That fucking
I
broke
probably-
me. Oh my god.
Oh, Rob, I only watched you for 4 hours and 40 minutes. in
Wow, you fucking
February.
slob. Okay.
I'm the worst.
All right, let's get some
Where-
music going.
where you, Rob?
Who would like to do the recap
There
from
you
whatever
go.
the hell last session was?
I don't know.
Not me.
I nominate Jodie.
No, because I fell asleep yesterday, last week, and then I didn't.
No,
know what's-
you didn't, and we were very proud of you for that.
Actually, yeah, that's true. It was 2 weeks ago.
We.
The sleeping episode. Last week was
Uh.
Jodie was full throttle, 6 cylinders in the city.
What have you sent me?
We,
What have you?
That's a very
It
weird
was,
niche car reference, by the way. Sorry.
what did we do last week? No, stop laughing at me. Can you please remind?
I'm not laughing at you. I'm
No,
laughing at
we're-
Goldy.
No, I was referring to Goldy, but yeah, maybe you're
I'm
laughing
not.
at me.
Only
Cari.
people that can do the recap are Devii, Breker, Mesh, and Goldy.
The only people that can't.
It can.
I remember. I remember
Exactly,
our
because
sequence.
this is why I never do the recap, because I can never remember what happened the previous week. I've done the recap once in 3
By the way-
years.
By the way, it's 93 before I forget.
Well,
I've
last
already
week
done
we
it.
Two
we
and a
was
half
in
years.
there was a tower that had fallen on its side,
Go.
and we investigated the inside, and then
Jodie, are you doing the recap then?
Last week?
oh, there was these like
That was
was
like
it the ones where there
300
was like
weeks
these
ago.
little imp things? Was it that? Where there
Oh
was,
yeah.
was it that? Was that last
Yeah.
week?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Then there was like these imps made of ice that appeared, and they were like, you know, they were being out of order. They was kind of
Wee
out of
bastards.
control. And then like, I didn't want to kill them, but then everyone else started hitting them, and I hit them too. And then we killed all but one of them, and then that one, we asked it to show us
After you sat on it.
something. After Bear sat on it, and then we asked it to show us something, and then it led us somewhere, but then there wasn't like it. We didn't think it was significant, but then we found a dead body inside of a room that was like inside the tower, and then there was like a room where it was like before the city fell, like some wizards were doing like magic stuff, and then they died, and so we searched the dead bodies, and then we found what did we find? Was it a key?
Cut to
We found-
Cari.
You asked me to do this is why I don't
I
do it.
never
They
asked
asked
you
me
to do the
it
recap
then.
even one time.
I can't do it.
She's right about the imps. They were ice Memphis that we fought, and
Memphis, that's it, Memphis.
yeah, they rained snow and ice upon us from above, but we prevailed, and we let one live, and he led us to a treasure chest that was empty. But we didn't specify, so did his
It
part
was
of the
not
bargain.
empty, but that's besides the point.
Oh, okay. No coin.
I'm empty.
And there was a
Potions, you got
giant hole
potions.
that looked like it had been melted all the way down, and someone suggested maybe it's a big sun or a power source, but then no, that wasn't it. That's what we're actually for. Down below there was some caverns and some like steam coming out of it, and Devii was searching that with her crows, specifically Poe. And then she got to a point where she came across some ancient magic that really messed with her brain and made her see things that weren't there. And she is creeped the F out. And then we leveled up.
Oh, I forgot about all that.
I think we've done a long rest, right?
You've long
Or are
rested
we
and
about-
leveled up inside of the tower that you found, which had
Why
a
did
body
that?
in it that, well, you were able to investigate together and found out that it was a cleric of Mistral that
Mistral,
had
yeah.
died inside of this. And Mistral was, at one time, goddess of magic. Before modern days, you have now
Mistra.
call this goddess Mistra in its current incarnation. Waking from your slumber, you all feel a little bit stronger than you once were. Just kidding.
Oh,
Yeah. Hopefully you've done all of your level up stuff.
I did it.
Some
What
of
did I
it is
forget?
easier than others, but with
Holy
multi-classers out there, some of you people get big stuff this level and not big stuff last level. So
Oh yeah,
My
I didn't get
performance
anything.
check just bumped up to plus 13.
yes, that's the big one for everyone, is that your level 9 bump is everyone's proficiency bonus bump. So
Yeah.
all of your skills go up by 1,
Nice.
all of your expertises go up by 2, and in some cases, I don't know if this is plus 3 or plus, I think it's a plus 3, so your bardic things shouldn't matter for half proficiencies until next level that happens. Now, as you awaken, Breker, no perception check needed. Doing your morning ritual of journaling, maybe your couple of athletic warm-ups to stay fresh and to lift up your armor while you're plating. Bear peeks his head in for a brief moment.
What's up, buddy?
Pulls his head out like he wants you to come see.
All right, let's see what the old man found.
Mm. All right, so as you come out of the area,
Are you doing this alone or are you informing us?
I'm gonna go to the Wiz Castle, guys. Back in a second.
What?
The Wiz Castle? Do we have a designated spot?
Bear
Yellow
leading me
spot.
to his spot.
as you go out, you notice those little pathways outside of your area that lead north, and then one that leads like northeast, okay, or up and to the right. Those of you at home, when you are looking there, you see a line, a very weak, like yellow light source that is different than your normal torches or light cantrips or dark vision would extend. You just kind of see like this kind of light shading behind that pathway. Kind of just see this light. That's it. Bear just sits down and points his nose that way.
Breker does a quick count of everyone else in the group, make sure everyone here. You guys see that light from the passage over there?
That wasn't there yesterday.
No.
No. What is my mic on? Yeah. No, I don't see it.
Yes.
I'll send Blackie, I guess.
I think he might have been here this whole time, guys.
You sure?
Yeah.
Also, Mesh, did you say that you picked up the holy symbol, or who was it? Because I know that you did some inspection with the holy symbol before, or did you just leave it with the body?
I think I would have picked it up, but it was between me and Jodie, Cal, who would have picked it up. Cal, did you want to take it, or I would have pocketed it otherwise?
Sorry, please repeat that.
The holy symbol from the body. Would you have taken it, or would I have taken it?
I think I was the one who picked it up.
We both
probably-
touched it at the same time.
Oh, we both touched it. Yeah,
Scuffle.
we had a scuffle.
Or Breker might have reached in and grabbed the shiny thing.
No, he did not. I have it.
Okay,
You
then
guys
you
are
have
both
it.
reaching for it, and then he like flies through and grabs it out of my way.
He didn't even know what it was. He just saw the glint out of the corner of his eye.
You taking shinies? That's my job.
Ah,
The shinies.
did Discord's messed up? I'll be right back.
Okay.
Did I even disconnect?
I can hear
No.
you. It's fine.
No,
Oh my god,
you didn't,
I've just.
you didn't disconnect.
Discord, what are you doing? I've disconnected and I can still hear you guys.
Yeah, we can hear
Discord
you.
is weird.
Oh my. Sorry.
Yeah. So the holy symbol thing, is it like something that can be fit in one's hand? It's like that size, like a hand size.
I think so, right? Like an amulet. It's
Oh,
an
you're
amulet.
asking
Yeah,
me. Sorry, Jody. I just spaced out.
Amulet.
I didn't realize you were asking me that
asking you,
question. I
yeah.
thought you were asking someone else in roleplay. Sorry.
Well, I mean, we could have it as someone else in
need to see
roleplay,
what
but I don't
room
think
you're
anyone
in.
else knows
Okay.
except for you.
So I'm gonna say that this is a. I don't know why I'm talking so loud. Sorry.
Just scream.
It is a 4-pointed star. So it's kind of like those, if you've ever seen like the very long stars that have like the kind of less as long, it wouldn't be a perfect cross. Like a,
Oh, okay.
like it, that would probably be like more like of a modern, like modern day, like Red Cross symbol. But you should
Yeah.
think of this as more of like a oval shaped, with it being longer in the center and then the cross in the middle being a little bit shorter. Kind of looks more like, I guess you could say, like a North Star, like kind of looking of a twinkle type look to the thing. And I would say, so in it being longer, it's probably about the size from tip to base your hand. I'd say that's probably about how big it is.
Okay.
But it would have been something that
tarnished
they
at
would have
all?
tucked into their robes, or it would have been an ornamental piece, and they would need it to be a long. The chain is definitively very long, because when clerics cast magic, they have to use the symbol, so they'd have to be able to pull it off and use it when they
Oh,
cast
it's on
the
the
magic.
chain.
It would channel their magic.
So does it have any signs of tarnishing on it?
That is a great question. Why don't you give me a intelligence-based check, but you can add your proficiency to it.
Intelligence-based check.
So we're basically doing an
Maybe.
investigation, but I'm giving you proficiency because you have the tool that you're good with, that would apply to this, such as your jeweler's kit.
My jewel's
Then you could just use the gems check.
My gems
maybe.
check, yeah.
If
Can
it's
I
an
use a gems
intelligence-based gem check, you can use that.
check? Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Oh, for the love of God. I got a 7.
I mean, it doesn't look like it's been too heavily damaged to you, but you're not sure why that is. You're not really able to determine too much, but it doesn't look bad. It still looks valuable.
Well, I was
About 25
wondering-
gold worth is what I told you guys the
Yeah.
last time. So it's a pretty low check. It's just more of like seeing what other things you might be able to garner from this. But yeah, with a 7, you just know it looks valuable. It looks sellable. It's still probably usable if someone believed in Mistral. And I wonder if this works if you believe in Mistra. But you don't know anything about a cleric, so you're just like, well, whatever.
Okay. I was wondering, yeah, because of the time it would have been left here, it's meant to be like a couple of thousand years, or a long time. It's been there for a long time, so if it's like, if it was gold or something, then it wouldn't be tarnished, I guess. So if it's like in good condition, then it's at least we know it's made of something more valuable. It's not like steel or something. I was just wondering if it wasn't made of gold, that maybe if it was untarnished due to the
It is silver.
magical properties. Oh, it's silver. Okay, well then it wouldn't be tarnished because it was silver. Yeah, I was just wondering if it had like magic within it or something like that. If it's not, I was just thinking about that.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't speak unless we've actually tested to see if there's magic. As someone that has like a symbol of my god, it's not that it's inherently magic on its own. It's my connection to the god that makes it.
Breker would be able to
A channel
corroborate
for
something
magic?
similar. Paladin's channel magic,
Yeah.
divine magic as well.
Like if I were to throw it on the ground and you pick it up, it would be innate.
Yeah. Can I ask? Yeah. Can I ask Breker if he detects magic with this thing?
I do not have detect magic.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was you that had it. Mesh.
That's a 10-minute thing. If you want, we could have done it at night before sleeping.
Yeah,
we
I'd say we
find
could
it before
retcon
we
that.
went
It's
to
not
sleep?
magical. We'll just skip ahead.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
like a quick check, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, this thing's rather curious, don't you think? Think so, Mesh?
Yeah, it's just one of those symbols that clerics uses, like Devii and Breker. So unless you believe in Mistral as your primary deity, I don't think you'll have much use of it.
Oh, really? It doesn't work?
More contact more with Mr. stuff. I wonder if she's part
Cari,
of the prophecy.
please use the mic closer to your mouth.
I am using the mic.
Don't need to.
I wonder if she has to do with the prophecy that Arl was saying. I think we should keep our minds open to that.
Mhm.
Remind me of what Owl said, please.
Rob had it put in chat, but I didn't write it down.
Oh, was it in chat?
Oh, here we go. Oh, that's Jodie.
Well, how long ago was it in chat?
Oh, okay, here we go. So I will read what Brynhild said before she was taken over from Arl. Weep not for those she traps in time behind her glacial wall, i.e. don't weep for all these people in 10 towns, possibly. Don't know. History's villain will return. This is starting Arl. Time has changed me. It is far colder than I froze my tears to the sorrows I endured. I cast blankets of snow to cover the sins of the past. There's a city here that is kind of covered by things, and they had a sin of trying to kill a god. I blasted winds across my domain to snuff out every candle. Every last whisper of their secrets also, Devii would not read this.
That's
Like,
what I was about to
this is
say. I was like,
scary.
this is so much Cari into this Devii sass.
Right, I was
My
a bit
God.
confused.
Devii.
Devii would read this about as monotonous as possible.
Secrets disappeared. This is my purpose. None else can be trusted. History will forever repeat. Some secrets must never be discovered. Which I will say, as Devii, she said history will forever repeat. Some secrets must never be discovered. That doesn't make sense to me, because if it's going to repeat, then it's going to be discovered, because it's going to happen. No? No other people? Okay, well.
What I'd say, I'm just trying to mull it over. It's a little, and it's extremely cryptic, but
Yeah, that's the
if
nature of prophecy.
yeah,
I think the point is that something has happened before and they don't want it to happen again.
do you think they're referring to?
So they're trying to cover up this whole city that's buried under the snow.
Do you think this is to do with the all
the
of
thought process? Is the thought process that if we find this stuff, we might be able to figure out how they did it and what they were doing and build the city and do the thing and then fuck the
Yeah,
magic.
it's
And
possible that she's trying to hide that information.
Do you think this is about Mistral?
I think it has a lot to do with not necessarily Mistral, but with what this city did, because she's hiding sins, right? Of what happened.
They
Perhaps
did
hiding
some.
the
They
sins of the city.
we don't know how. I mean, if they killed Mistral and they worked out how to kill Mistral, then we could work out how to kill Arl. I mean,
Well, Arl's actually a demigod, not a god. So
she's
she
not.
wouldn't be as hard to kill.
There's a difference
we
between
kill- can we
demigod and
kill her
lesser
with a-
goddess. I'm gonna nip that in the bud right now.
Oh, okay, never mind.
A lesser
thought
god
she's-
and a demigod are completely different concepts.
Wait, I never said.
You said demigod.
Anything. I said demigod.
She's
I
not a
thought she was
demigod.
She's a lesser.
She's a
She's
god.
lesser deity.
Never
oh, this is a
mind, never
deity.
mind.
Okay. Explain the difference to me later, but right now all we know is we know that it's,
I don't need to explain it later. I can explain it now.
She
Demigod.
hasn't ascended past the veil.
Cari, stop. Demigods are part god, part mortal. That's all it is.
Oh, okay.
Lesser gods and gods are deities. It's just a matter of how much power or how much territory they cover within the concepts of the things that they represent.
Yeah.
It's also
okay, I
those
understand,
concepts and
yeah.
those things that they represent are called the god's profile.
Mm.
The things that they're in
Okay,
charge of.
alright.
So, for example, Devi's god is the Raven Queen. Her profile is fate, the veil, which is basically the space between life and death, and guiding the lost. Those are her main three pillars.
Don't do like undead stuff.
And yes, and making sure that death stays dead and life stays in its place, and that the
Living.
choice is preserved between those spaces, so that people don't get like they can't cheat life and they can't cheat
Yeah.
death unless it's by choice and through magic.
Hmm.
Which is
Okay,
where there's like
so,
that fine
yeah.
line of resurrection magic in D&D. There's got to
Yeah.
be some sort of space where when the body is resurrected from being dead, the spirit has to want to return.
So Arl being a lesser god is, well, we might not call her a full god or whatever, or the lesser god, but she's extremely powerful. So even though she's maybe not as powerful as Mistral, she's still more powerful than we can handle at this current stage, and whatever can kill Mistral can kill
Speak for
Arl.
yourself.
I think the actual, well, what I'm actually trying to say is I think Arl herself is hiding the secret of what happened to the city and the evils that happened in Mistral.
Because she doesn't want people to know the secret, so that we could kill her, right?
Well, not just her, but we could kill Mistra or other thing. And we don't know all of her, you know, we have to keep.
We don't know Arl's backstory. We don't know anything about her except for she's like doing.
She's a bitch
She's causing a lot of
and evil.
evil and kind of
Yeah.
killing people with this cold and stuff. But I feel like it's in regards to the city. I know it's like that it was buried, but I mean we found it. Not that it wasn't that difficult to find. So I don't know if it was.
We are pretty far out of any person, you know.
How long have we been looking for this
We
city?
had to travel all the way out here, and we had to talk to some people that weren't even part of 10 towns, and they had to.
We
guide us.
did. I didn't say it took no effort. I'm saying like from the time we started looking for it to when we found it was how much time?
3.5
We had a
years.
ring that was guiding us as well.
It wasn't 3.5 years. It's been a
It
matter of
wasn't.
weeks. It's been a matter of
I know.
weeks if days. In the game. In the
I'm
game.
joking. I'm joking.
Out of character. In the game. It's not 3.5 years isn't passed in the game.
Despite everything, but we did have.
Anyway,
like, we had an
what I'm
incredible
saying
amount
is
of
it-
help.
It's been like
And
3
people
days
were
in the
looking
game
for it.
total.
we found it in 3 days.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't
Like,
start
it's been
looking
like-
for it back then. We didn't find out
Two-
about
It's
it
3
until
days.
after the.
Two. Count 2 dragons, 1 tyrant, a whole bunch of dead people, several
no, that
different
was
clans. Like we went
Bees.
through a lot. Bees. We went through a lot. Like,
But
this
Goldy,
isn't
we didn't
simple.
start looking for it until way after the dragon.
But
we didn't know about
start
it back
looking
then.
for it 'cause no one knew about it. We uncovered this random. I mean,
Yeah.
it took Dallan, who's a studious wizard, who's been studying this for like
What?
is that we found it.
By saying you're really
Why
smart.
are we so?
We found.
My God.
What I'm saying is that we found it. So
Wizards, by the way, 4 wizards.
No, we
it's not
haven't
like
found
it was not. I'm saying it obviously it wasn't impossible to find.
we haven't found it yet.
Obviously, it's not
Yeah.
impossible, but it was not easy.
I didn't say it was
Speak
easy.
for yourself.
I said it didn't take long.
While all this is
said it-
happening, I'm
I said it didn't
sending
take
Blackie
long.
and going through his eyes.
Cal's hands on his hips now.
So
Going in
anyway, there's this
argumentative
light.
There's
Time,
this fucking light in the room.
time is a
It
construct.
didn't take us that long to find
Look,
it.
look at the light. Let's go investigate the light. Wow.
It's
Sean.
shiny.
Look at the pretty light.
And it's only buried under snow. Someone was bound to find it sooner or later. It's in a glacier. The glacier's
What
moving
does
though, so
Blackie see?
Not that far.
All right, so
He would have come
Mesh,
out
you can
under from
please
the
move
glacier.
Blackie as we transition away from a discussion that's going around in circles.
you're going around in circles.
Yeah, my head
I'm
feels
looking
like
at
it.
him. He's sitting real still.
All right.
Do I need to roll stuff?
No, you don't have to roll. Actually, yeah, you should roll stealth. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Sneaky times.
Sneaky time junction.
Solid roll 19 plus
Ooh. Okay.
plus 4 23.
All right, so Blackie is kind of getting his bearings a bit more with the cave structure and able to sneakily move in some crevices in this particular
Ceiling, going through ceilings.
quick way of maneuvering.
The
There's a
wire.
lot more of the stalagmites and stalactites now that he's moved from the bottom to the ceiling that he's able to get some cover in. When you get to this particular room, you can see lying on its side in the middle of a 20-foot high cave is an enormous head that looks to be made out of iron. And both of the eyes are these light beams that you followed into the room.
How enormous is enormous? Like the size of this room that I'm in right
I'm sorry,
now?
Devii, are you able to see this?
I'd
I'll
say
answer your questions when you're all in there, or you're communicating about this. You can see it.
if she's asking me, I can hear Devii from my side, right?
Correct.
So I can answer her questions then.
Correct.
I'd say about a little more than half the size of the width of this tower.
Oh, wow. Wonder if it's a guardian of some kind.
Does the room look
Towards the
clear?
tower.
Can we head in there?
Do I need to roll for that, or
Yes,
is
you do.
it clear, Rob? Okay. Perception at Blackie. Not good. What is it? Wisdom or
It'd be a wisdom check, yeah.
+0. Okay, so that's 6.
Mm.
Looks like there's just like another area that would basically fill another one of these in the northern area, but it's empty and kind of scattered. There's some other pieces, and the head seems to be submersed a little bit in the floor, but that's about it.
Looks clear so far. I don't see too much activity. Can I get closer and at least see what the source of the light is?
I already told you the
The
source of the
eyes.
light, homie.
I mean, from inside the eyes, where is it? Like some magical object? Is it some fiery thing?
You would have
Inside
to
the-
get like right up next to it to discern that sort of thing. You're like 10 to 15 feet above it, looking at it on its side. So even though the image in the room looks like it's looking straight up, it's actually looking sideways. So you're not going to get a clear look at it from Blackie's eyes. You need to get in there and inspect it yourself. Unless you want Blackie to drop off the ceiling and sit on its face, and then maybe.
You want to what?
I'll summon him back.
Okay.
Poof, poof. Yeah, that's all. That's all I can do with Blackie right now. I think it's relatively clear. I'll start heading in myself now.
Can we all go in that room?
Yes, you can move your tokens.
Cari's token is attached to my token.
It
Mine?
carries you universal. Everyone can grab her.
Why?
Because
She
I'm
was-
the pawn thing, like on a chessboard where we see in the big
She's
map.
the world character.
Yes.
See, I was nice. I didn't call you a pawn.
I am the face on the cover of the book.
Oh, there really is a face in there.
Oh wow.
You can see the
What,
lights
you
in
didn't believe-
roll 20. If you move your tokens around it, you can see where the lights are.
What, Cari didn't believe my words? Is that it?
I mean,
Don't answer that.
Now that you're in the room a bit more clearly, you can see that the path continues towards the eastern side.
Can we tell what's making the lights? Breker's
Are you going to
looking
go
for
and
gold.
inspect it in front?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like the eyes themselves are like a not really the same material. And how do I put this? The lights seem to be coming from inside, but you're not sure what exactly it is because they're just on. There's no inconsistencies, there's no whirling, there's no sounds, like mechanical sounds coming from this thing. And there doesn't seem to be even like so much as like a hum coming from it.
I'll start casting detect magic.
Okay.
The back of the head kind of looks busted up. Can we see what's inside of it at all? Or is
So
it
this
whatever
head
mechanism?
is not really broken on the back. It looks like these pieces don't really come from that because the back side is not broken. It is like dented and crushed in rather than broken off. The other pieces seem to be different things. They seem to be rocks, and some of them are iron, but they don't seem to be connected with the head.
It looks kind of like a big stone statue. Head.
Could I?
Did you say big stone statue?
Yeah,
That's
big
correct. Is
stone
that correct?
statue. Yeah.
Okay. When Devii says this out loud, right? You said that out loud?
Yeah.
You see the lights go off, back on, go off, and back on again.
Big stone statue.
2 times.
Big.
1 time they go off and back on.
Can you understand us?
Sorry. Devii, you were speaking in common, right?
Yes. Oh, it doesn't.
Never mind.
Hehe.
Sorry, I slipped up there.
That's okay.
Let's just say this. Just for the sake of this, I'm going to retcon that and say that, Devii, you might be mumbling under your breath around this in Elvish.
Oh yeah, sure. If I'm.
Because that's your native tongue.
Myself. Yeah.
So when you say this in Elvish, you do that. They go off and on 2 times. Then you say big in common, kind of subconsciously, and there's no reaction.
He reacts to the phrase "big stone statue" in Elvish.
2 times.
But I said that in common.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah,
them.
you're right. You're right. Sorry. This is gonna fuck with me more than it's gonna you guys. Trust me.
Just say when you're saying it in Elvish.
Let's figure out which actual words it is.
Or maybe I should say statue stone big.
Statue in Elvish.
I'll say statue in Elvish.
I
Statue?
have Elvish too.
We'll open up the.
Okay.
We both
When you
have
say
it.
statue, you get 2.
Dictionary.
I'm gonna just hold up a finger because it'll be faster and it'll be fun to be non-auditory. 2.
2 meaning it goes.
It means it goes off and on, off and on.
Hmm.
Bing, bing,
Big.
bing.
Penis. Penis.
So big is
Can't
one.
speak Elvish.
Big is one. Big is 1. Statue is 2.
Cal knows
Stone.
the word for penis in Elvish because she asked Cari and Cari told him.
Stone does nothing. Okay,
Did?
so it's big statue.
Think about it. That's probably one of the first
What
things
is
he
stone
asked.
Stone did nothing.
It is
Big
not made out of
statue.
stone.
Big
Is it just
iron
answering
statue.
yes and no questions?
Can I say iron in Elvish?
You're just
Big
saying the
ice
word
statue.
iron?
Yeah.
It's
Big ice
blinks one
statue.
time.
Haha! Iron!
Big iron statue in Elvish.
Can you
Blinks
say
2 times.
Can you say hurt?
When you say one time, it's the same as big, right? It's off on.
If you guys are saying like one word,
I'm trying to see how many clicks it takes for a word. So if you say just the word big, it goes off on.
yes,
If you say just the word statue, it goes off on, off on.
correct,
If you say iron, it's off on.
correct.
Okay.
When you say them all together, it's just the 2.
It just goes click, 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 click.
Oh god, it's having a seizure. Not
Maybe
good.
Maybe Hail Mary here. Ask it if we're going the right way to kill Arl.
Dude,
In Elvish, I will say, are we going the right way to kill Arl?
3 times.
what does
Breaker's
that mean?
gone.
3
Means
times?
Off on, off on, off on.
Ding, ding, ding.
Wait, does that mean yes or no?
That probably means I don't know.
Maybe we should establish the blinking to be
Oh,
yes
oh.
and no.
How about this? I know how we can figure out if it's yes or no. Are you made out of iron?
Bing,
Are you made out of snow?
bing, bing.
Okay, 2 blinks no, 1 blink yes. And
It was blinking twice on statue.
yeah, because he's a statue. Oh, he's not a statue?
Wait,
Just
did you
ask-
say that in common or did you say it in Elvish?
I said it in Elvish.
What did you say?
I said he was blinking twice when we said statue.
It'll blink once when you say that in Elvish.
Yeah.
Are you a statue?
Blinks twice.
Not a statue.
Wait,
Blinks once when you say not a
Wait.
statue.
can you say were you a person in past tense?
Were you a
Yeah,
person?
but what does that mean?
2 times.
Not a person.
No.
Okay.
1 time.
I thought magical shenanigans happened here, and we are looking at a
Rob.
not dead person.
Rob,
Construct?
coming from a relatively rich and noble side, would I know the existence of automatons or anything like that?
No. This is uncharted territory.
Do you need help?
Do you need help?
Goldie, sorry, you can't use Elvish, so I have to use somebody that's
Yeah,
using
no,
intermediary for
I'm
it.
actually
Yeah,
asking
I just
Devii.
copied what he said.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just asking Devii.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume Jodie's character Chalcedony has some Elvish,
Yes, because I learned Sylvan
correct?
from her.
Unless she
Okay.
took the
Yeah,
language with
I was
her
told.
thing that she took last time. I don't know if she did.
I did.
You did take Elvish.
I did,
Okay,
yes.
so Chalcedony, Devii, Vanvalor, is that it?
Mesh.
Mesh?
Me.
I think. Hang on. I just need to verify this.
Everyone
No, I'm not
except
going to
for
verify it. I'm just going to
Cotton.
assume that Velen actually has Elvish too. I think she
Breker
does.
doesn't know.
So Breker and Goldy are the only 2 that cannot. All right.
Yeah, fucking
So-
noobs.
What
Can
was the
I
what was the
just-
question one more time?
Do you need help?
It blinks 3 times.
As in, I don't know.
That's not promising. How does one not know if he needs help or not? That's
Because you can only do yes and no.
I mean, have you ever been just ahead?
You can only do yes and no.
Seems
so
like a
anything
confusing
that's not a
situation
yes
to
or a
me.
No is more than 1 blink.
yeah, but it's three blinks. That's
3 blink is a maybe or an I don't know.
yeah,
or
but
no
that's
answer.
it clearly understands the question. I'm just
No, it's he.
Hey,
Like he's been programmed to answer yes or no.
maybe I'm seeing.
Have
too
you
much
been programmed to
17s.
answer yes or no?
Valen, can you
hold
take
on.
out Professor Scant? Is this thing something similar to Scant, where he has a little bit of consciousness but not fully?
I don't see how bringing out Professor Scant would verify or decline any of that.
He might resonate with another head.
Are you looking the answer?
I don't
Bring
want
him
to
out
give them
anyway,
the
because
opportunity
he's
of a
funny.
conversation with a head.
He's funny because can you
Hey,
get him out
they
anyway?
can both get ahead in like.
Rob, are you looking up the answer to that question?
I was trying to, and then I got bombarded with more questions.
Okay, I'm still wondering.
I'm still
didn't
trying
have a
to see if I
question.
can look it up.
Color. I need to know right now.
My question is, can we get out Professor Scan?
This is happening
He's
so
funny.
much lately. Ask a question, looks for a response, gets 4 more questions.
I just want you to get him out.
Can I offer you an egg in this trying time?
Nope, don't. He's looking up my question, and he said it was.
Rob, I have eggs.
Do you have an actual egg? It's
I have
presented
eggs
in
too.
screen.
I can
Eat
get
eggs
one.
for breakfast?
You have eggs right
I
there.
like how crunchy the shells are. Right, Cari?
Do you have
like
a
it crunchy?
piano
Just
behind
press on the-
you?
No.
Is that a piano, Daddy?
Yes.
Professor Scant will say something when you ask that, Devii, before it can
I don't see
respond.
it
Okay.
before.
And he says, well, I would suppose that it would like more refined language to communicate, that being Larose rather than Elvish, but it's probably primitive enough to understand some things.
Hi,
But
Professor
have you
Scan.
considered?
Does it answer me?
Hello.
Not
It
you.
does 3 times for
3
you,
times?
Devii.
Okay,
Yeah.
it doesn't know.
Well, you know how.
I say that in common because I don't want him to hear it.
Yes. Fair. All right. So are you guys okay with me making the responses rather than blinks saying yes, no, and maybe? Or I don't know? Or would you rather
Sure.
the blinking?
It's quick. It's quicker, isn't it? Is it like more
Since we
convenient?
since we don't
just
know
say
the
1,
answer
2, or
for
3.
3 blinks, can you just say 3 blinks? You can say yes, no, 3 blinks.
I'll just say 1, 2, or 3. So,
Okay.
okay.
Well, like, is one yes? Is one
I
no?
don't need
Is-
to.
Yes, 1
This
blink
is the
yes, 2
conclusion that the
blinks is
players
no.
have come to.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what
I was asking Cari, not you.
He's clearly made out of iron, and I asked him.
I was
if he's made
asking
out of
Cari, not Rob. Don't know why you assuming it's
All right,
you.
all right, fine.
But he said he's not a statue.
If you want to backsass the DM, then we can do that. And play your game.
Yeah.
Jodie, well, one day you're just gonna poke and prod, and you're gonna get some kind of meat that's gonna bleed, and you're gonna be in trouble.
He already like
Okay,
did mean
so-
things to me.
Are you a
He's the
construct?
DM. He's our Rob.
In
We
Elvish,
love
are
him
you
for
a
it.
construct?
It blinks once.
Hey, it's a construct.
Okay, so not sentient. That's good to know.
He's like he was made, you know?
Can you ask if
Yeah.
it knows what happened to the city?
Ooh, well, yeah, he can. Do you know what happened to the city? It's a yes or no
Ooh, this
question.
is a great question.
Now, can he answer more than yes or no? Probably. not.
Okay. One more time. Can the question I need to have it very specific.
Do you know what happened to the city?
Blinks 1 time.
Are you alive?
It blinks 3 times.
Okay, it doesn't. Yes.
It's getting sentience. Run!
Okay, here's the funky one. Here's a funky one.
Okay. You
Blink
can ask him.
blink number of times the types of threats that are past this tunnel. If you know any.
What?
If you know any
No
threat,
response.
blink.
He wants
Can
to
you
figure
rephrase
out if
I don't
the
understand.
you know
I don't understand.
We got yes, no, and maybe.
Maybe.
This is a different way to rephrase it.
But
If
also,
there
I
are-
want to change the rules.
If there are
Odd.
enemies close by, blink for how many enemies there are.
Good way to phrase it.
Only blinked
No
up
response.
to 3 times. What?
He
3
doesn't
times?
know.
Or he can't blink besides those 3 answers.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That
How-
that was
how
the
about-
main test. If he can answer it in a different way.
How
Does he
about
even
this?
know what an enemy would be defined
Are
as
there
an enemy?
any threats nearby?
Are there any threats nearby?
Three blinks.
Can you speak?
2.
Obviously not.
It was more
You didn't need to ask that. Answer to that question.
Where's we can ask him.
Were you able to speak before?
Oh, good
Before
point.
what?
2 blinks.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, that's
So nothing to fix. That was what I was.
Did you
Not
used
that
to
I
have a
don't-
body?
1 blink for Chalcedony.
Do you have a record of what occurred when the city was still functional.
Do you have a record
Hmm.
of?
Same as asking, do you know what happened? when you-
No.
I
I'm
think
not asking
when
that.
Goldy says this, you guys haven't responded, but for the just for clarity, if Breker or Goldy sound like they're asking the statue question, you guys don't have to repeat it because that's fucking annoying. So Goldy, can you ask your question one more time?
Do you have a record of what happened to the city while it was still functional?
It was going to blink 3 times.
It was going to. Oh, right. Okay, sorry. I thought you changed it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to fuck you. It blinks 3 times.
Right. Okay.
I am.
Well, that's obvious.
Can we figure out a way to extract this thing so that we could probably take it with us? We could use answers to questions later.
Good point.
Like huge.
Are you asking the dungeon master the question, or are you asking the party the
Yes.
question?
The dungeon master, can I figure out a way to extract this thing?
Make a investigation check.
Investigation.
Do I use my goggles or no?
Sure.
12 plus 9, 21.
This thing looks to be embedded in not just the ice, but the floor, and probably weighs more than the town hall.
Metric tongue.
Yeah.
It is basically a 20 by 20 head made out of solid iron.
Solid iron, so we can't move it.
Which
Maybe
would translate, just so you're aware, would translate to something larger than an elephant.
Would my detect magic have gone through? Can I?
No, because you started to talk.
Damn it.
Can we ask the
Okay, I'm
statue?
gonna ask him.
Do you want us to get you out of here?
No response.
Is there a big sun power source in here that controls the weather?
It responds with 3 blinks.
Well, it was worth a try.
I'll ask it. Can we safely take you with us in an easy way?
3 blinks.
Were you protecting the wizards when you broke?
It blinks 1 time.
I thought he might be a protector.
Very astute, Cari.
Well, you did a good job, because there's nothing anyone could have done about this.
Breker is behind the
Waiting for him
statue,
to
like
blink, like,
making
several
the.
times.
Also, I will do
Don't
one other
piss
thing
off the
because
statue.
of the inspection was above a 20 by Mesh. You guys have, in your own way, confirmed that the statue could never have spoken based off of its answers. But Mesh, upon further inspection, when you wanted to take it out, realized that the mouth, in fact, does open.
Can I try to pry it open?
Ask permission first.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are evading a
You
whole
can
lot of
certainly
bottom
try.
autonomy here.
If you would like to pry it open, you can try a strength check.
Are you a shield guardian?
2 blinks.
Shield guardian.
Oh, poop. We
He
found an actual
blinks?
amulet that can control a shield guardian somewhere. I thought it'd be here.
While Memesh is trying to go down its throat, can I just take a
I'll
look?
probably
see if it
ask
has
it.
vocal calls?
I'll probably also ask it.
Time
is it
out,
okay
Mesh.
if I
Time out,
try-
Mesh. This is Goldy asking a question. You're interrupting. 1 second.
Can I see if there's any like vocal chords or something that gives him the ability to speak while I just stare down in his mouth?
That's only if the mouth is open.
That is if Memesh does it.
Got it. Okay, Mesh, you can make a strength check. If you're not using anything to open his mouth besides your fingies, then it's just flat athletics.
I'll probably
Mesh, you're not allowed to do that. Breker would stop you from taking a crowbar to the statue.
Okay.
And before you ask, I'm not helping you. I
At the
don't.
very least, ask it first.
What do you have a crowbar?
That's what I was going to say. But yeah, I was gonna say, do I have your permission to try and open your mouth or whatever
Blank
function
swans.
this serves?
Aw, that's actually kind of nice. Toast. original.
I'll try to use like short daggers to like pinch two sides of the mouth and then crowbar to pry it open.
Please be careful.
When you put the crowbar in, it just opens its mouth. And you can fall into its mouth.
Oh,
Kind
we
of
can
walk.
fall
I guess you
in?
would. It would be sideways. I'm thinking of it like the picture again, but you'd probably just be able to walk into it.
Okay.
Big is it?
How big is it?
What?
It's about the size of a person.
Ask for permission before you enter someone else's body.
Yeah, Mash.
Yeah, man.
I'll at least peer inside. What do I see inside?
I'm not gonna make you roll for this. There is really nothing in there. It's kind of like an open space, but there's some curvature on the walls, similar to what modern day would say is like the barrel of a gun, but not in the same purpose, if that makes sense. Like it has grooves in it, but I'm using the barrel of a gun more as to illustrate rather than to hint that this thing can shoot bullets. Okay, so and then at the very back end of the head there is a rune carved.
Mesh, get out of the way of that thing. That thing shoots.
Oh, I'm out already.
But yeah, that's all you get without rolling.
Okay, looks like this was a.
And as soon as Mesh
Definitely.
exits this, Goldy, you would see the same thing because you told me ahead of time that you're looking for vocal cords. There's none. That's just what you see. And then when Mesh exits the head with his head, it's kind of like peering in, then the mouth closes.
Thank you.
So that was your weapon as a defender.
No response.
Was that your weapon as a defender?
No response.
It's getting stingy, is he? Guys, do you really want to take some time to just piece together information for the yes or no questions about what happened to the city?
I do, but I just don't know how much time we have or
This will take
what.
a lot of time, and we have to pick our questions out properly.
Yeah.
I mean,
With
you'd
that, we're
have
going to take a break so that you guys
You'd
can
have to-
talk amongst yourselves. You can write down some questions, and I can go use the turlet. So we're going to take a quick 5-minute, 10-minute break here.
Ooh, hungry.
colour that.
In and out, hey guys.
He's a long
Oh, my bones.
friend. Oh,
Oh,
God.
shit. Oh god, my bones.
No, not your bones. Okay.
What?
Ugh.
This is the first time I've been on stream and my hair is absolutely perfect. I don't like it. I like it just a little bit.
Fabulous.
Let's have it. Let's look at the shine. Yeah. Did you see what
Huh?
caused
froze.
the
Can
city
you say that
to
again?
fall? Oh,
Say again,
did you
please.
see what caused the city to fall?
Huh?
I'm trying to think of like what's the correct
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
Even that is not a correct.
We know why
question.
the city fell.
Well, I mean,
Magic stopped. We already
Yes.
know that.
Yes, but more information would be great. There might be something we don't know.
Yeah, details about the event that we might be able to ask.
it's hard to get
Because-
details because we have to ask him.
That's what we're saying. We had to,
Mm.
like, for example, we could say, before the city fell, were the wizards panicking, or something like that.
I think we need more practical information. Some like navigation inside the city. If we find parts of the city, does it know the way between them?
That's a good idea.
Major structures to look for this from the city.
Yeah.
So questions relating to those.
Yeah.
Like practical things we can use in the next couple hours.
Is Dallan and I the only one that took a break?
No, I'm gonna do one now.
Okay. So I got some. Excuse me.
All right, I'm gonna do something real quick.
We also have a room on the other side to check. Also, just. I just keep picturing bear squeezing through all these tunnels. It's so funny.
I just read something that I wrote way back a long time ago. Netheril was ruled by wizard. Elves helped them discover the weave. Their magic was more powerful than the wish spell, which we kind of knew, but I think that just puts it into context a little more. Ooh, I said something about an Arctic weasel that was sighted. That must be the fox that was following behind us. Nope. Okay, never mind.
I think I lost some of the notes. You remember when I said I lost a lot of my notes? I lost like between after Zardrock's fortress till like a couple weeks ago. All the ones in between I lost.
How did you lose them again?
The whole book in the note-keeping app I was using, the whole page was gone. I had to recover it from like a backup, plus any recent changes I could find in the database inside the thing. I had to copy paste
using like
those.
a Google Drive or anything like that?
No, I was using Joplin, and somehow it just deleted the whole page. I had to
There's like something
fix
called
it.
World Anvil that I've heard is really good for note taking, as like for players and for DMs, but I haven't used it. Breker, you just use pen and paper?
Sublime text. I just have a notepad.
I've always used pen and paper for note taking, just because I really prefer it. It helps stick in my head.
I actually use the notepad on Windows. I've always taken notes like that.
Yeah.
Speaking of
there's an Android app that I use for a lot of other stuff, like personally, that's called Blacknote. I love it. It's such a great app. It's like got task lists where you can cross stuff off as well. So if you're using it for a task list, or if you want to use it for like a grocery list or something, but it also has like a really good note-taking app, and it's not white mode. But it's basically just like a notes app for Apple. It's the same thing.
I'm thinking something like it happened like maybe I clicked it on my laptop in my bed while I was asleep or something and deleted it.
Yeah,
I don't know. Otherwise, this app is amazing because it's cross-platform, completely free, and like it's organizing notes very well, so perfectly well, works fine.
What makes it different than like a document app?
The main purpose is for keeping notes, not documents, as in like it has no font, not too much font shit, not too much like not the bloatware from like MS Word. You don't need the extra stuff. You just have notes and tables, and you can make it a checklist, and you have.
So it's just like simplified.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like it has like a tab kind of structure, notebooks and notes inside the notebooks. So you could have like a work thing, a D&D thing.
Gotcha.
A personal notebook.
It's just a
thing.
digitized version of a notebook, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we're gonna give Jodie a couple more minutes. She hasn't said anything yet.
Oh, how'd you guys do the elite raids?
I did 4. I think. No, 1, 2, 3.
Same here.
No, I did 6.
Whoa,
There's a very, very large park next to another very large park, and then there are 2 neighboring parks that are within a 5-minute walk.
Lucky, we only got to do 4.
Well, I would have gotten screwed more if the parks... I could have gotten more, or I could have gotten less, depending on if the parks got more 5 o'clock slots. But I got lucky that the majority of the raids were 2 and 11, and those are the ones I did.
Yeah,
I could have had a capability of doing 2 more that were 5 o'clock, but I didn't want to. I was enjoying some time doing something else.
If our cluster was like closer together and all at 11 matches, we could have done probably 5 or 6 also. But our problem was we had a lot of like casuals who were not catching fast enough, and a lot of people multi-accounting who had to catch a lot, which took more time.
I don't even know how to tell you this, but there was like somebody that had these like neck brace things. They're like, they go around the neck, and then on the front they like have these arms that are bendy, and then at the end of the arm is a phone clamp. This lady had 3 of them.
Jesus.
She clamped 3 phones, and there's another guy that has something that looks like a dice tray that's like this, and he has 3 phones locked in there with an elastic band around it. And that guy was with another person that had 2 accounts, and another guy that had a Switch, an iPad, and a phone, and he was letting all of the other people sit down after the first 11 raids and was giving them all Gimme Ghoul postcards.
I'm back.
Welcome back. All right, let's get started.
You know what?
I got questions.
I do envy them.
I got sandwich.
Very nice.
Give him the sandwich. Put it into his mouth. Please.
Can I rapid fire some questions, Rob?
Go for it.
Is there anything you want us to do for you?
No response.
Perhaps one day we might be able to repair you. Would you want that?
3 blinks.
Can you perceive the world around you?
1 blink.
Do you understand more than the questions that we ask?
It's a very vague question. I'm gonna say it blinks once.
To clarify that one, can you understand your situation? You're trapped in a frozen glacial tunnel for hundreds of years.
It's gonna blink 3 times, I think, for that one, specifically with the phrasing.
Are you closer to sentient or machine?
No response.
Are you conscious?
3 blinks.
Can you respond in any other way besides yes, no, and unsure?
It blinks once.
Do you need hands to do that?
It blinks once, and yeah, I think that's it. You notice that after it blinks once, that the eyes slightly dim after that. For a second. Or actually, they just hold. They hold at a slightly lower power level after that question in particular.
So we might have limited questions, guys. It might need to recharge or something. That's probably why we didn't see the light yesterday.
Recharge.
Are you saying this in
Elvin, do you need to recharge?
Mesh?
No, I was saying in common. She might say it in Elvin, no.
Oh, okay. So you're talking to Devii, sorry.
Yeah.
Cari, did you want Devii to say something there or no?
Yeah, after hearing that, she would turn and say, do you have to recharge?
2 blinks.
Do we have limited questions?
2 blinks.
That's nice.
Were there any survivors of the city crashing?
3 blinks.
Were the wizards panicking before the city crashed?
1 blank.
Did their magic stop before the city crashed?
1 blank.
Are you sad?
3 blanks.
Got it. Me too, bro.
Is there anything in the city that can kill a near deity?
3 blanks. Also,
Do you
side
have
note.
memory?
Sorry, side note. How fucking cool is it that you can talk to something that's over 3,000 years old?
I know, right? That's why I want to ask him so many questions.
I know Dallan is freaking out.
Down with a sickness.
Do you have memory of the structure of the city?
One more time, Mesh.
Do you have a memory of the structure of the cities that could help us navigate?
I think it's going to respond with 3 because you changed your initial statement there.
Have you seen a deity with an owl's head?
Two blanks.
Have you seen a big creature with an owl's head?
2 blanks.
Do you know who Arl is?
2 blanks.
That's worth it.
Have you seen an owlbear?
1 blank. I'm glad you guys got locked in this room for a while. This is cool.
This is really fun.
I like this.
I don't want to leave. I just want to ask questions.
I know. It's the best temptation ever.
Can you sneeze? You don't have to answer that. I know the answer is no.
It just doesn't respond.
Oh!
I imagine, Devii, you ask all these questions in Elvish for like an hour, and then you ask that in Common, and it's just like, really?
Are there more than one of you? Are there more of you?
Which one is it, Cari?
Are there more of you?
So this is weird. What happens here is it'll blink once. And then I'm going to interrupt the next person that speaks, but I'll tell you why in a second. So it'll blink once, and then the next person can go. But I will interrupt you in a second.
Is mayonnaise a
So when you
flavor of
say
ice?
is, it blinks 3 times right after you start your sentence.
Man.
And then you can
Mayonnaise
finish your
instrument.
sentence, Breker.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Are there 3 of you?
Mayonnaise an instrument. 3 blinks. Cari,
I
what
think
was that?
the answer to our question was... I think the answer was yes, there were, but I don't know how many are left.
Maybe. Yeah.
Dallan, you can have inspiration if you didn't have it already.
Oh, hell yeah. It's been a minute.
Fucking brain melding with Vanvalor is a rare occurrence. And even if you were wrong, I really like the way you thought about that, so I'm down with that.
Have you seen anything else moving down here in the past week?
1 blank.
At least it's aware of time, which be good.
Is it dangerous?
3 blanks.
Are they
Fair.
small ice creatures?
1 second.
That fly?
Stand by. Are they small ice creatures?
The ice mephits.
Cari, I have to look and see what it saw, and then I have to decide
I'm just
whether
making
or
sure you know
not
what
it
I'm trying to
interprets
say.
something as a different thing.
My gosh.
Okay.
I'm going to say
defending
it
yourself?
says 2 blanks.
I got one. Was anything of the city saved?
3 blanks.
Have you talked to anyone in the last 10 years?
Where's your 10-year history, Rob? Come on. Pull it out.
3 blanks.
Could I try again with like 100 years? 1,000 years?
You will get the same response no matter the time.
Three blinks, not a no. He doesn't know how to count that much time, maybe?
No, he knows time. think
So
it's
because you
more
guys are
about
having
memory.
discussions mixed with questions, I'm going to only wait for you to tell me when you're addressing him because he can't keep up with your conversations fast enough to answer things.
Rob, have you
Mesh, how
talked to-
fast?
Conversing in common and then asking the questions in Elvish.
Yeah,
Can
that's
I
fine.
ask a question?
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
want to ask. When the city was still standing, did you have a master?
One blank.
Was the guy over there your master?
No response because he said guy and over there and has no
Yeah,
fucking
that's
idea what the
what-
hell's going on.
She did point, but was the guy in the resuscitation magic chamber behind us your master?
3 blanks.
Was the guy that you were protecting that you told me earlier that
Wait.
you were protecting your master?
No response. That's way too convoluted.
Have you talked to anyone since the city fell?
Sorry, one more time.
Have you talked to anyone since the city fell?
1 blank.
You're gonna get a yes, but
Yeah.
that's us.
It's us.
Besides
don't know,
us.
You get another blank.
Okay.
No, but I don't know how to ask it properly.
I'm sorry, Cari.
Because-
You have to figure something out.
No, I'm talking to them because I asked him, were you protecting the wizards in the
Yeah,
Yes,
chamber?
you said
Uh,
wizards
said
as in
yes.
plural, and it
So-
said yes. Correct.
Was the cleric of Mistral in the tower your master?
3 blanks. I'm not trying to be intentionally frustrating. You have to understand that.
Can we just drag him in here?
Was your master close by?
Mesh, can you just look like him?
Was your
Uh,
master
He's
close by
dead.
when the city fell?
It's just bones.
It's gonna be. It'll actually wait to
Okay.
respond,
Didn't know
Devii.
if it
Kind of an
was-
uncomfortable amount of time, and then it'll blink 3 times.
So it didn't know if it was close by.
So
or not.
you get the idea that it's kind of like searching for that information. A bit long there.
Do you remember everything that you've encountered?
It blinks once very quickly to answer that.
Okay, so this isn't a memory problem. Every time he says he doesn't know, he simply doesn't know. So at least it's truthful.
But again, Goldy, just as a added layer to this, when you ask a question, it does have to be interpreted, so it'll be fast when someone else translates for you. But just yeah. I'm gonna pull Dallan in the room so you can see this thing.
I can see it.
Okay.
I don't want to cram in
Just
there.
figured you'd like the beard on it. Looks good.
He's a good guy. He's just a little crumbly. It happens to us sometimes.
Can we, amongst us, figure out what, like, hone in on exactly what we're trying to ask and work backwards from that? Because, like, the question, like, I feel like we're, like, asking. I mean,
Are there any questions we
Another
should be
question.
asking?
3 blanks.
Outside questions, perception check to hear for anything incoming, because we've been talking for this thing a long time and we've been making a lot of ruckus.
Make a perception check with advantage, please.
You see everything. Everyone's in the outside is also paying attention because they want to know.
16.
Eerily, there are no sounds.
there are no sounds.
Besides your own.
Detect thoughts. Does that pick up anything from the? No. Yeah, thought so.
I'm well fucking prepared this week.
Unprepared.
Is there... Oh, sorry, Cari, go.
That's okay. Did the wizards know the city would fall before it fell?
Three blanks.
Oh.
I don't remember my question now. It just...
For follow-up, when the city fell, did the wizard knew what to do?
3 blinks.
He did say they were panicking.
Yeah.
Did the wizards intend to kill Mistral?
3 blinks.
Were you a stationary or mobile construct?
No response.
Ask specifically for one answer.
Yes or no questions, Mesh. Come on.
Were you a stationary construct?
2 blinks.
No. Then he was mobile.
Is there anything you can do to help us?
3 blinks.
Can you be fixed?
3 blinks.
This is fun.
Breker would ask Dallan at this point, do you ever know if bards get the circle of teleportation spell?
I sure can. Eventually.
If he wants to.
I think I could have this last
Your
level,
answer should be
actually.
along the lines of, at some point, if I study real hard, yeah.
If I figure out this space magic shit, then fuck yeah.
What about Valen? You're more arcane.
Sorry, what? I was distracted by the terribly asked questions. Just kidding. What?
Do you ever get this circle of teleportation? A spell that might be able to move this thing?
I'm familiar with the magic. I'd probably need to get a scroll or study up myself and focus my studies on it. In game terms, if she leveled up and chose that spell, she could learn it.
I would like to get this head into a Brinshander. Into a church.
Uh-oh. Is there anything an Arcana roll would tell me, Rob? Or are
Arcana,
we
we'll find out.
basically top?
What are you looking for?
Just trying to figure out what's going on. A total of 20. See if there's anything I'm missing or any clues or...
Okay, so I'm going to use
I
that
don't know.
roll to work on information you already know, if that's okay. So,
Sure. Yeah, it's fine.
yeah. So you guys would know that based off the questions you've asked and the information that you do know, your guess is that there were probably more than one of these in the city before it crashed. They look to be or sound like they were some sort of guardians. They were fucking huge. They look to be very strong. This one is definitely in pieces, if not completely obliterated outside of the head. And if the head's here, where's the other ones? And where's the rest of this one? If you're trying to garner a lot of information, the Arcana roll would also say that if this is a guardian, there's no fucking reason a wizard that could create something this powerful would give this thing even the fucking time of day, let alone information that you guys are trying to ask it. So this guy's information is probably only observant things that it may have overheard, and or things it was instructed to do.
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out how to phrase it though. This like mild, just talking to the people, not the party. I want to ask it the question if there's a shutdown password or like a deactivation passphrase, because I don't want to run into one of these.
I think it
That's
would
whole.
just give you an I don't know. It would be the triple response again.
Right. Oh, so that's what it would be.
Yeah,
Are you
because
asking
again,
the-
going back to the original thing that I said, this thing does not get any information from wizards other than commands.
Right. So is there a shutdown? I guess, is there a shutdown command?
It would just say the 3 blanks.
Okay. Good. That's what I had.
Like it wouldn't. Like maybe it just doesn't know. Like it's just.
There's any number of reasons why.
Yeah, that's the issue.
I know.
I'm trying to figure
But
out
that's
if there's a
part
way
of
to
my
ask it.
ease of answering all of your crazy questions. Is just being able to say, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Because he don't know either. Some of the things I do know, and he doesn't. That's a little bit of
Has
my
it
fuck.
been snowing in this area?
Whoa, carry back up. One more time.
Okay. Has it been snowing in this area since the city fell?
3 blanks.
Has
Okay.
it been snowing for 2,000 years?
3 blanks.
Isn't he in a cave though?
When
He's in a cabin.
Did you say that in Elvish?
When you-
Sorry, I'm just making a joke.
when you were whole, did you have a weak spot?
3 blanks.
Damn it.
You don't. Do you not know?
What are you trying to find out, Daddy?
If
I
you
just
come across-
if there's more of them and we find one that's not broken.
Oh, how to
then
deal with it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll probably be fucked. So
Will other constructs be hostile to us?
3 blanks.
3 blanks.
Oh,
Yeah.
can you feel heat? Can you feel heat?
2 blanks.
So he
Do you
wouldn't
feel
know if-
pain?
it probably doesn't feel pain or
2 blanks.
yeah, or cold or
Do
anything.
you like music?
3 blanks.
I start playing music.
Playing some music.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
like that?
I start playing music.
Make a performance check.
He li-
Sure.
Your performance check will actually write on if he likes music or not.
28.
Yeah.
Okay. It sounds great. I know.
Did
but
this-
I asked
incredibly
him if he
descriptive,
likes
but
music
it sounds
afterwards.
great.
Did this cavern form over you after the city fell?
Okay, Cari, I need you to tell me the exact words again, one more time.
Did this cavern form over you after the city fell?
1 blank.
So the cold came
It was
after
buried.
the city fell. Yeah.
But yeah,
When the city fell, could you see the sky? Since he's facing straight up, I think.
There is like the longest pause. Lights dim in the eyes for a brief moment. And then it blinks 1 time.
Okay.
Thank you. I
Oh,
don't know if
this-
you can appreciate thank yous, but thank you.
3 blinks.
Was he?
So either the city was buried by the cold, it was buried on purpose by somebody, or he was dragged into this hole.
I'm going to speak for Velen for a second. Regardless of what you guys are talking about, it is not in the city anymore, and we're asking it a lot of questions about a place that neither of us have been to since then.
Well, I was
So-
just
so-
asking because I thought maybe since the city
It's kind of
didn't
interesting
fall into
information,
the
though.
snow, right? It's not like he fell into this area and was.
No, I'm not
immediately
saying that
buried.
those questions were particularly bad. I'm just saying that if we're trying to get a lot of information from the city, we could get a lot more of it by going there. But
oh okay.
in addition to getting some of the scouting report, that is valuable things that we could know, but this thing seems incredibly limited in the responses that we could get. And so while I find some of this educational, I don't find some of the questions particularly necessary. So maybe we should tighten up on our questions that we think are pressing, maybe within the vicinity,
Wait, real
rather than
quick.
asking city-based questions. It's
Felon,
possible.
I said that exact thing like an hour ago.
Fun, though.
I'm not disagreeing with you, Chalcedony. I'm just saying that the questions about
Wait.
this with regards to the sky and like if it was covered, those things are definitely interesting questions that we should be asking.
Well, thank you.
But as
So
far as
do you
like
music though?
as far as like, well, I'm not
Do
gonna
you
say
like
anything about that,
music?
Dallan, because I know that you need the music to do your thing. So whatever. But the
That's
um,
statue. Fuck you.
I'm not trying to be insulting. I'm struggling to really put this into words, so you just have to forgive me. But I think that the statue is incredibly valuable information that it has, but a lot of the valuable information that we need, it can't provide. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But I think asking about a lot of like particulars is probably like both a two-edged sword, right? We ask very particular questions. We get very I don't know-y answers. We also sometimes
we get yes
ask a very
answers, we
particular
don't know what
question,
we're
and
not
sometimes
getting.
it's a yes or no, and we're like, well, we probably already knew that.
Yeah.
You know. So I think that this is a place that we should memorize as far as the vicinity of the caverns are concerned, and then if we find something and would like to return, we can. Otherwise, perhaps we need to move on soon. But if you have pressing things, then by all means. I just know that I'll have to stifle Mr. Scant here because he will want to ask a plethora of uninteresting questions.
We should just stick him next to each other.
Oh no, please God, no. They will just talk for hours and then Scant will get never bored and we won't even be able to take him to the place he wants to go, which is the city.
Well,
can we have Scant
for a few hours?
Can we have Scant just download all the information from this this connect wires?
I've been listening and not speaking as per Dallan's request.
This is a strange question, but I'm gonna try it. And
Okay,
now
Cari, go
I
ahead.
speak in Elvish. After you land it, I stop speaking and wait for him to respond, so that I can restate my question. Okay,
Eyes
I wait a
dim.
couple seconds. Okay.
I guess.
The night you landed, were there colors in the sky? Ask the.
It's a really good fucking question.
The Aurora.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have said Aurora. Maybe he knows what it is.
You might not know what
I am gonna say, because this thing has like certain thingies with your question, it's gonna be 2 blanks.
Okay, well, I was gonna, there's I'm gonna rephrase it 2 more times.
Okay.
The night the city fell, were there pink colors in this?
You're asking me to make up what colors happened.
Well,
the
no,
Sundering,
here,
Cari, just to be clear.
These will be the series. I'll just tell you the series of questions. The
I was gonna blank 2
they
times.
were there green colors? Was
But just, why don't you ask? Do you know what an aurora is? Why don't you ask? Do you know what an aurora is?
Could you see the aurora the night after the city fell?
2 blanks.
Okay, so he couldn't. So the aurora wasn't there.
Well, isn't the timeline like off? Netherese cities were thousands of years before Auril came and started this blizzard. Like this blizzard is in the living memory, like in the last 10 to 20 years.
No, that's what I'm trying. I'm trying to like figure out like
Blizzard is only 2
when
years old.
did Auril Auril was here? Did she come after the city fell? Was she already here before the city fell?
I mean, there's a gap of 1,000 years.
Yeah,
Blizzard,
she could have been.
Blizzards
here
were last
before.
2 years.
Here's the weird thing. Somebody sealed this cavern with magic when it fell. But Auril had the key, and we only know her of her existence in the recent years. What happened between Auril now versus whoever sealed, or did
That
Auril
aspect
seal
is
it?
incorrect.
Yeah, that is.
Sorry, say that again.
Velen says that aspect of knowing Auril in only recent years is completely off base and incorrect, historically.
Okay.
Auril's been around for a while. 10 Towns has been cut off, has had constant winter for 2 years.
10 Towns has not even been around for 1,000 years.
Right,
let
but
alone
I'm saying
100.
all we know is 10 Towns has been in constant winter for 2 years.
That is all correct, Devii. Yes.
That is related to Arl, but that doesn't have to do with messing the timeline up for this city.
You got it.
All right.
This city predates most of your existence. Twice.
But obviously the city was around before it fell, so if we're talking
Your ancestors, Devii, would
Oh,
they like
I just
know about like a few thousand years ago? Like your ancestors.
I think the Netherese were a specific race of elves that were entirely
Separate?
wiped out.
this also this
As
whole
well.
historic event took place over 2,000 years ago, and our ancestors only lived to be like
600's like very old.
Yeah.
We're talking
What I
like
mean
generally
is-
like 300 to 500 years is like very full-blooded like elf isolation type people. That would be that. Yeah.
It depends.
What I
on
mean,
the
Devii, is
race.
that like your parents might not know, but your parents' parents might know. Might have
We'd
known
have to
some
find
stuff.
An old elf, then.
Well, no, but
The
I'm
Netherese
talking maybe
predate
they
more than
passed it.
5 generations of elves.
More than 5 generations of it. Okay, I just thought there might have been some oral tradition or maybe some writing or something.
Yeah.
There definitely, I mean, is. You guys have already known that there is some oral tradition that has been preserved in books. That's how you got all the information you have currently.
Me and Mesh are like off in a corner chatting. It was like, so the city falls. Sometime later, a glacier slowly creeps over this area, either magically or otherwise, and then something or someone seals it with the codicil of white, and that links it to Arl. So why would Arl want to bury this city and lock it away?
She said she wanted to cover the sins of the past.
Was she talking about 10 towns, or was she talking about...
I think she
I
was
don't
talking
know.
about this.
I'm saying that
Is that an insight check?
She's referring to
Who are you trying to
this
insight?
city.
I don't know. Like what she was, if she was talking about 10 towns of the
I won't even let you roll.
city.
I'm saying that
Okay,
that's what I.
That's fine. I think she was talking about the city, but
Can I ask the head? Do you know there was a magical seal on these ice caverns?
Did you know? Is the
I'm
Do you
question.
looking
know there is a magical seal on these caverns?
It blinks twice.
It didn't know. Didn't know that there was a seal. So we wouldn't have seen who did it then. Didn't even know.
I got a question. The people who came across you before, did they ask anything about the city?
One blank.
that was a good question.
Did you tell them how to reach the city?
2 blanks.
No.
He doesn't know how to reach the city.
Okay, just confirming.
He might.
Wonder
It's a
if
good way to confirm
Arl-
quickly, yeah.
I have to wonder, and this is just speculation on my part to you guys. I wonder if Arl was once a citizen of the city, because she said, "I froze my tears into the sorrows I endured."
I had a very similar.
What'd you say? You were thinking?
I had a very similar thought.
Yeah.
I didn't even thought about that. Yeah.
Yeah. That she was once one of the citizens, and that because of the magic and the different things, she became.
So she was a mortal previously,
Would
That can
or
happen,
was an elf maybe.
The
Sorry, say that again.
How would a citizen of a society become
That I don't know.
a god?
Well, it would
Deity.
need to be a demigod, would it not? Rather than an lesser be a deity?
I guess that's true.
I don't know.
But
You know
A mortal can become a god.
The Graven Queen was once a.
Deities are no different than us, so fuck them anyway.
Well, it is believed
Yeah,
that
it was
one deity that is known as a lesser deity is Devi's goddess is supposedly at one point human, but that is predates even the Netherese.
It does.
Wait,
That story.
what? Weren't the Netherese actually trying to become deities when they tried to kill Mistral? They were trying to take her place. Maybe that is maybe Aurel is what happened after.
I don't think they as a collective were trying to do that. No.
But
Maybe
yeah, somebody.
It's possible that
I
one
mean,
person maybe done that.
What differentiated them at the time from even the lesser deities we have now?
I think the
their
biggest
power
question
level.
I have is that she
Restriction,
said history's
probably.
villain.
They probably had more freedom. Typically,
it's
gods
very-
and goddesses do have much less freedom than you would think.
Mm.
And
This is
Breker,
interesting.
Breakers, I think that would resonate with you pretty heavily. Like, divine beings are very restrictive for paladin orders across the board because the tenets that they hold are very narrow, usually.
It's just
The
interesting
power
that it's,
of paladin tenets comes from their narrowness and the act of keeping them.
I think it's just interesting that she said history's villain will return. There's a lot of villains in history.
True.
So what was the villain in that case? Mithril? Mithril's already back. I don't think she was a villain.
We know.
Mistra, not Mithril.
I'll ask the robot. Like,
Mithral
is
was
there?
the-
Yeah, but she was Mistral.
She was
Here,
Mistral.
I'll-
Yeah.
Yes,
I'll
Dallan.
say this to the robot. We are going to the city to try and end the winter. Is there anything you can tell us to help us with that?
I'm going to review this one more time, just because that's a good question.
Sounds like we're getting
Interview with a
three.
robot episode.
Anything you can tell us? What was the last part?
That will help us.
It blinks one time.
Shit. Fuck. There is a question we can ask. God damn it.
It's something we just.
I was
haven't
really
figured
hoping it
out.
was gonna be a no. I'm not gonna lie.
Is there a password?
Yeah, what's the password,
that was
homie?
That was a good
Yeah.
question, Vanvalor. That was a really good question. No, we know there's something we're overlooking.
Are there other defensive mechanisms we should know about?
We should know about. It does not respond.
Damn
Yeah.
it.
Just say the question.
Oh,
and give
there's
that
a
reason.
defensive
We need to
mechanism.
know about. Are there other
Just
defensive
to end with the
mechanisms?
defense. Yeah, just to end their other defensive mechanisms.
Okay, Ants, ask the question straight up.
Are there other defensive mechanisms in the city?
Oh, you just added something now.
Do you want to add in the city or do you want to use without it in the city mesh? Because you said in the city, so I'm going to work with that. It
In the
blinks
city.
one time.
That's fine.
Cool.
Okay, so now we need to try to figure out a way to ask about those defensive mechanisms.
I think knowing
Before
about them is
that, I
fine.
would-
I
I
don't
would-
know what.
I would like to know more about there's something it knows about. There's something we can do to stop this winter. That's the part I want to know about.
Okay, I'm thinking.
I can't say anything. Sorry.
I know. I'm.
Come on, Vanvalor, you can do it.
So just running off the. Can you help us? Have we gotten close to the right question?
2 blanks.
Fuck.
No.
That's good though.
Is there a thing that can help us in the city?
1 blank.
Is the thing a magical artifact?
Now you're testing this thing's knowledge. That's a big question mark for me. I'm going to say it doesn't respond. Not even with I don't know. It's like it's searching and it's like not able to find the answer.
Do you not fully understand the nature of the thing?
Hang on. Ask the question one more time, Breker. Sorry.
Is this thing like above your head? Is it too complex for you to understand?
You can have inspiration for above the head. That's funny. To answer, do you not understand? It will say yes. Working with like trying not to double negative your guys' question. Sorry.
So there's a complex thing in the city.
Ask, is it a weapon?
Three blinks.
Is it a book?
3 blinks.
Did we ever get the name of the weather controlling device? I
Yes,
forgot.
you did.
I can't find it in my notes. I must have lost it.
The big sun power source.
You mentioned it last week.
Can I ask? Do you know what it looks like? Or no, rather, no. Have you seen it?
It's not in my notes. Must have lost it.
I'm gonna blink once, Jodie, to say yes, but as your dungeon master, I'm just gonna say that it's based off of like this thing's existence for a long time as probably, rather than like a yes.
Is it bright?
Is it bright? No
Yeah.
response.
It's bright.
Does it glow?
It's not gonna respond again.
I wanted to ask him if it's hot, but he can't.
You need to be more specific with what it is. You have to be.
Does it emit light?
What are you guys doing? Are you talking about the weather machine?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Be specific.
I like
No
asking
response.
robot questions.
No response.
No, we're talking about this thing.
I could do this for another 2 hours.
We're exhausting questions and going into the possible belief of other stuff.
I know. There's a question we could ask that could help us.
The device that controls weather.
Start again.
Do you know about the device that's supposed to be in the city that controls weather?
Know about the device. Man, your guys'
The logic kind of
questions are
being
so hard for me to answer based off
if
of
this
what
thing
this thing
doesn't
knows.
know about the weather device,
I'm gonna
that's
say it
not
blinks
what
once,
it's
Breker.
pointing us to.
It's gonna break. It's gonna blink once, Breker.
Is that what you think will help us?
No response.
Will that help us?
No, that
3 blinks.
can help us.
Okay.
So there's something else besides the weather control device it is trying to direct us to.
Yeah.
Are you saying that to the party, and are you intending to get that translated?
Can I ask it? Is there
Phrase the
something
question.
besides the weather device that you are thinking will help us?
1 blank.
Who has Arl's staff?
Wait, that's not a yes or no question.
Correct. That's
Wait,
not a yes or no
what
question.
staff?
Yeah, what staff? I was like, oh wait, hang on.
Session 80. Focus on Arl's staff? Question mark.
Oh, are you asking us?
We don't have it.
That was our planning when we were fighting Oral, to get her staff in case she uses that as a magical focus.
That might be something we might need. I'm not talking to the statue, I'm talking to you guys.
Yeah.
If that's what she was using.
If we don't know,
I'm
don't
gonna
know her
hate missing
focus.
this, but I don't think we're gonna get the question that we need to ask. I don't think we're
But
gonna
I
get
really
it,
enjoy asking.
and it's
questions.
irritating me.
That's why these things exist.
I know.
Keep on
Well,
looking at my notes.
I
I've
can
like
send
written
Rob
down
a
her
couple
credits.
of pages of questions
Oh,
later
I'm
if
well
we really
aware.
want it.
Daddy,
I will get this, Dally.
What we're looking for, is it here? Did it fall with you? I'm trying to word it, but like...
Is what can help us an object?
3.
I'm trying to think about how to work.
It's like I tried to ask that before. Like, was it a book? Was it a weapon? I can't. If you keep asking, like, it doesn't know. It doesn't know.
No. I'm thinking about the.
All right, I'm gonna help you guys. Okay. One of the things, this is again gonna come from the mouth of Velen. You asked a question about, does it think that there is something in the city that can help us? It says yes, and then you start jumping to crazy conclusions and start asking much more specific questions. When the funnel was here, we go down to there, where it's very specific. We need to go from a broad thing to a much less broad thing, not specific immediately, okay? So let's say something to the effect of, is it a collection of things? Or, like, is it a lot of things? Or is it perhaps... Is it anything, right? That is a very broad question. So we can't even ask what is it, right? So we have to think of a yes or no question that
so we're just playing 20
down.
questions.
Yes,
That's
basically.
what I was trying to. That's what I've been trying to do.
Oh, okay. Is it an animal?
It
Stick to that
blinks.
question.
Sorry, I don't know why I responded as Velen as it blinks. Blah blah blah. It blinks twice. Yes, it blinks. Okay.
Is it alive?
Wait, sorry. No, it's not.
No.
I thought you said yes. I was like, wait.
Is it alive?
Three blinks.
Oh shit! It's one of him. Yeah. Okay.
Is it a person?
No response.
A person be alive?
No response.
Daddy, just to get out of the way, is it one of you?
No response.
Damn it!
Is it a type of library or some store of knowledge?
It blinks one time.
Fuck yeah, Breker. Fuck yeah.
I have the answer if it was
Is
a
it
book.
something we can hold?
So I say, is it a book?
It blinks 3 times.
Okay.
Is it smaller than a microwave? Kidding.
What? Don't ask that.
All right.
That's pretty neat.
That is an American advert, and for some reason I recognize it.
Is it an ice tablet?
It doesn't respond to that.
A what? What did you say? Ice tablet?
Yeah, I said ice tablet because Arl's things were written on ice tablets.
Could we use it without any issue?
3 blinks.
Is it this book? And who has the Codicil of Arl?
3 blinks.
But okay, so it's knowledge.
Blinks once.
Okay.
It's knowledge, but it's not a book because I already answered that.
So it's.
I think that's what we're gonna get, right? I mean,
is
I don't know how to get more.
Something specific you have in mind, or is this more?
Blinks twice.
So
it doesn't have anything specific.
So there's
it just
knowledge.
Blinks once.
Yep. So it thinks there's knowledge in the city that can help us, and that's it.
So,
okay.
Not tangible.
I'm gonna just go with that's the answer to the question that it wanted to be.
I'm gonna put this nail on this coffin if it's the last thing I do.
I'm gonna take that as it answers, like the question Breker asked is the question that it said that we should know, because now I can have peace, and I don't really want to know whether or not it is. Because Dallan will be thinking about this all day otherwise.
Okay.
Wait, are you saying that knowledge is to fix it? Is peace itself? Is that what you're saying?
No.
No.
This thing knows that there's something in the city that can help us, and there's knowledge. There's learning in something.
I think it's the knowledge it thinks will help us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
Just to be clear, Breker's question was much more specific than the broad question I was anticipating, and you guys got a lot more detail than I was expecting for that.
That was a sick ass question, Breker.
Yeah.
That's
and that's also why I didn't give him inspiration, because you guys got a shit ton of info for like nothing there. That was crazy.
Is there
okay, so we need to.
Is there anything else tangible that will help us?
we're done here. I think. I
I'm-
think.
Yeah,
I think we
yeah,
did it.
yeah.
I think we did it.
I'm already leaving to check the northern room. You guys want to follow?
Oh, wait. Story based one. Once we've done everything we need to do you want us to come back and help you?
3 blanks.
I think we asked that at the beginning.
We already
You
asked
You
that.
did. You've asked that
Okay,
question twice now.
I'm just saying for storyline purposes, we're leaving. We will come back and help you.
Guys, turn off.
How are we,
As we're kind
how
of
are we
leaving-
gonna help it?
as we're kind of
know.
leaving, Can I ask? Do you have a name?
It blinks once.
Oh, we need to learn this too.
And its name could have been Robot Number 1. We don't know.
Is the first letter an A?
God damn it, Jodie. I love that.
Robot number 1 is an excellent
Rob,
name.
I'm gonna figure out its
Jodie,
name.
I love that. That like so much. It could just be fucking number 1, mate. That is the best sass. Holy shit.
Rob, I'm gonna figure out its name, and we can do this fast or
That
slow
is
if
the
you
most
want.
Jodie Chalcedony overlap of the whole campaign. I'm like,
We could drop. We're going through the whole alphabet and figuring out the name.
Rob,
does it start with an A? Does it start with a
Alphabet.
0? Does it start?
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. However long it takes.
No, we don't
You,
have time.
you might as well just tell me its fucking
That's
name,
gonna
Rob,
take
'cause I'll
longer
do
than
it.
this whole session.
No,
I'll do
please.
it. Just fucking tell me. I'll do it. I'll
No.
hold this hostage here.
No,
We
fuck
need
you.
to go.
Does it start with an A?
It
No,
starts
we're
with
not
an F
doing
and ends
this.
with a U. Now get the fuck out of the room.
We have to ask
I'll
it.
give myself inspiration. Thank you very much.
We have to ask in Elvish as well. So I mean,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
even
The
more
Elvish
difficult.
script, which could, I'm gonna say, has an
Yeah,
infinite
okay,
number of
Dallan doesn't
permutations
know
like
the
kanji.
full
So
Elvish
fuck off.
alphabet. I'm fucking sorry.
Yeah. All right.
Frankie,
Does it start with
also
a-
wouldn't be in Elvish. It would be in La Rose,
Yes, that's correct.
What's the script?
the ancient Elvish version.
Correcto mundo.
Let's
All
fucking
right.
go. Where are we going?
Nash is going
This is-
north.
I'm going north tunnel, checking that last room before we head down, or whichever way that goes.
All right,
Good
this
luck.
room is
I'm
a
glad you walked in
flat,
there alone.
slightly canted, how the fuck do you say that word? Canted slab of stone, resting in the center of a 20-foot high cavern area. One side of the stone is rough, as if the slab had been ripped from a larger structure. The slab is 8 feet long, 4 feet wide, 4 feet high, and covered in frost.
Where did the
Left and up.
mesh go?
Left and up.
I'm pinging.
Oh, up there. Oh, okay. Thanks.
Wait, which part? Oh, it's here. Okay. I went to the wall. This is tight.
This time I'm actually casting detect magic, cause.
All right, then shut up for 10 minutes this time.
I'm timing.
Can I touch the rock?
It's just
Yes,
10
you can touch
minutes
the
of real
rock.
silence. Sorry, stream. Fuck you, people.
No, I put in an hour. That was a mistake.
All right, so
Did
Jodie,
you
as you
say-
touch the rock,
Mm.
your hand gets cold.
My hand gets cold.
Yeah, it's covered
Oh
in ice.
no, not cold.
I mean,
damage.
that's kind of predictable. Though. It would get cold on touching a rock.
You do notice that some of the frost seems to be pretty opaque, though. Like it's not
Ca-
clear.
Can I?
text on
Is there snow on it, or can I
Yeah,
wipe the
yeah,
frost?
there's some snow on it. Yeah, like
Can I
frosty
wipe some
snow, if
off?
you will.
I shall help as well.
Are you,
Yeah,
how are
can
you
I
getting
wipe
it
some
off?
off? Just with my I have like
My axe.
I
I'm
mean-
doing it with my axe.
I
No,
guess you
skip
could
it.
use
It's
the axe.
gonna hurt.
I was gonna use just like I have mittens on. I was just gonna wipe it like.
So you can get a
Like
little
that.
bit of the frost on the edges off, but there's something under there that's kind of distorting under the ice a bit. But you're not sure if it's a distortion or if it's just weird because it looks Elvish, but you can't quite make out what it says. It's got like some Elvish script to it, but it's a little like beyond. And it's not because you just learned Elvish, because you now speak it fluently, but it's just like the script doesn't like make a cognitive sentence, or even sometimes you're like, I don't know what that word is.
Gosh.
Goldy, can you see something here?
The only
Like,
words
just
that you
there?
can
diddly
gate,
darn,
the only
guys.
words that you can make out are free,
No.
free,
Freedom of the press.
Yeah.
I was thinking as well.
I'm trying to jumble this up because the grammar would be different. So it'd be free and spell and I and press. That would be the order.
Interesting.
There's lots of missing words that you can't interpret.
Also missing words, so it's difficult to make a.
But it does look like a single line of text, and it's on the other side of the rock that's not jagged. It's on the flat point.
Cal.
On the flat side.
Press the I 3 times.
Who knows how to write Elvish?
I did not say 3, Cari. I said free.
Well,
I said
Devii would know the best since she learned like as a.
And I know Devi's not actually in the room, but that's just because Cari's can't navigate this game without lagging like crazy, so that's why she's not moving her token.
Oh no, it's Goldy was asking me the question. I think she would have the best like in terms of like reading and writing scripts. I think she would know the best.
I have the stream up and I keep trying to drag myself on the fucking stream.
That's so funny, dog. Here, I'll move you in there. There you go.
Like, why the fuck am I not moving?
That's funny.
I'm gonna assume that. I'm gonna carry on as is. Devii, could you possibly connect up these broken words to form a proper sentence?
I can try. Rob, when you say
I'll help you.
Is it the letter I or the word for your eyeball? Just the word EYE?
EYE, yes. You would make out that it would mean I, not person. That is a strictly English problem. That both of those words form different words in that case.
Yeah.
But yes.
There are many English problems.
It's true.
It's true.
I mean, in English, the word for bridge and the word for chopsticks are very different sounding, but in Japanese, they're almost identical.
They're both hashing.
But they have slightly different intonation differences. As you enter the room and start putzing around and asking these questions, take the free self-guided tour of Ithrin. Press the I to cast a spell. Interesting.
Sorry, is that
I
Professor
totally forgot we have an actual fucking orb of knowledge that could read this for us.
Hey,
does speak Morose, so I assume that's what the language was that you couldn't figure out?
I assume.
Will I trust Devii?
Well, that's kind of what I said, is press the I.
The I.
Is that what you're saying? Can't press the I to...
Actually, it's in Draconic, but yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't read that.
Yes, there's a little eye icon underneath the script there. It's like a... Oh, it's actually raised. Look at that. It's very slightly raised out of the stone. But yeah, it looks like you can press that as like a button. And Mesh, this is the point when your spell goes off and the entire thing has divination magic, which is like a light blue around the whole slab.
I convey that.
To be fair, we had 5 minutes left, but okay.
It's fine.
Sorry, 30 minutes late.
It's all divination. Can I tell if there's like a source? Is it like inside underground or it's the whole slab?
Yes.
Okay.
Push the. Is there an eye?
Yeah, there's an eye on a basically what looks to be a modern day button, but this slab is made out of stone.
Is it pressable? Is it pressable, or do we need to break the ice? Do we need to break the ice?
You might have to push the ice around, but it looks like you could probably mess with it.
Let's push the button.
Everybody step a few steps back, get to the edges.
The fucking poggers.
I'll use
Vanvalor
mage
said that.
hand. I'll use mage hand to do this. Everybody get back.
Wait.
Van already pressed the button. Is that correct?
Oh, did you?
What? No, I said let's press the button.
I see.
I'm not slamming it. I'm not an idiot.
Okay.
Probably.
Sus.
Everybody to the tunnel. Just bunch up in the tunnel.
No, I didn't push the button. I would be that stupid. Never.
Wait,
And
but before you press the button, is there anything around on the ground or anything that it connects up to? I'm just saying, booby
Make
traps and
a
whatnot.
investigation check, Goldy.
Thank you.
Okay, investigation check.
18.
There's a big rock on the floor.
Cool. Just wanted to confirm. Carry on.
It's a big book. What? Sorry, what did you do again? Goldy just there?
We have a big old button in the middle. I just wanted to make sure that
Oh,
it wasn't
yeah.
booby trapped.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Carry on.
Okay, Mage hand pressing the button after everybody gets back in the tunnel.
Yeah, we backing up.
Okay,
Backing up.
the mage hand instantly dissipates.
Just gonna get behind everyone. You are my foot.
And Mesh, as this happens, the rest of you can hear this hum as the top of the slab kind of just goes. And there's a slight, like, sound. It's like it's very echoey because you're in the cave, but to Mesh, like, when it does this thing near you, it just kind of goes. And there's this, like, how do I describe this? It's similar to when Vanvalor casts his magic that has the gravity compression, where there's like this invisible warp in space where kind of space seems to like bend for a second, and it happens above this, and then your detect magic spell like just instantly goes away, just click off, and your eyes are now in an out-of-body experience, and you are looking down from above the slab at yourself.
Okay, what the fuck is happening?
We are
Can we see him?
Free our spirits from our body.
Mesh, you
Can I move
can't.
around?
Hang on. 1 second.
Give me just a moment.
Even though we stepped backwards?
Yeah, is this everyone?
I think it's
Wait,
just me because
This
I
was
pressed.
muted. He used his mage hand. He pressed it.
Yeah, you're floating a little bit above the air. And let's see here. You cannot hear anything.
I can't hear them talk. Okay.
Correct.
Do I have form? Do I have a hand?
Sorry,
and
I should say
fingers?
that you can hear something, but it doesn't sound like it's coming from the position that you're currently at, as in where you can see. Sounds much closer to you, but as you look around the room, the sound is nowhere near that direction. So like you can hear Devii talking, but it's not from where the position is that you're at. You can't see
Okay.
yourself either.
Oh, I can't see my body, but
No,
I'm
you can see your
above where
body, but you can't see yourself in this new position. You're
Okay.
invisible.
So I'm probably like a floating orb or something like that. Maybe.
What do we see, Rob?
Huh?
What do we see?
You see Mesh's
When we're
eyes go from the white color that they normally are when he's using his detect magic spell. His detect magic and his mage hand both drop, and then you see his eyes kind of just close. And if you can see the slab, you can see that slight warp in time, or space rather, not time. And then Mesh just
Both,
stops moving.
generally.
But he's still standing up. He hasn't fallen down. He doesn't pass out. Nothing. He doesn't look
With
like
his
he's
eye
paralyzed
closed.
either.
Can I watch myself and try to move my body? Can I move my fingers?
Yeah,
Is
you can
that-
do all that stuff. You can watch yourself, do
Okay.
jumping jacks, or move your hands around, flip yourself off, whatever.
Can I move around as the floaty whatever I am right now? Can I move?
Yes. If you
I-
try to focus on moving yourself as this other object, you can just fly, and it's just about as fast as you could work, as maybe a little bit slower than you can run, but you can fly.
Okay. Can I try to like go Let's see. Can I try to like go through this wall and just see if I can pass through objects?
You don't feel anything, but you get this sense that you can't go through a solid barrier.
Hmm.
You get the
I can't
idea
go
that
through.
when you try to go through the wall, it does feel like your form contracts a little bit to a very small size, as if to attempt it, and then when you can't do it anymore, it goes back to a comfortable size.
Okay. Can if I just try to maybe cast what's it called? Shocking Grasp. Can I do it from my new form, or does it happen in my physical hand? Like just try to do it like this. Like,
Are you watching your hand?
yeah, I'm watching my hand and I'm trying to see if I can do it from my new form or versus my body form.
If you try to cast it in the other form, it works, but casting in this one doesn't.
Okay. I'm gonna try and gain some distance, see how far I can get without any adverse effects. Maybe just go down to the tower.
Is anyone in
In
the
the
room
new-
while he's doing this, by the way, or did you guys all move out to the hallway?
I think I'm at the edge
I'm moved
of the
out.
room. Like,
Okay, so
I'll
where is
use-
everyone else looking while he's fucking around with this thing?
I'm just looking at the room, the tablet,
yeah.
him, moving my
Yeah.
vision around.
Okay,
We were just
I'd say
in awe.
you notice that the top of the tablet is glowing, and there is what looks to be a bar of light, just like across the top that wasn't there before. Mesh, please just use Blackie's token for this. But you can move
Okay.
Blackie around. For the sake of this, I'll say within 30 feet per like 6 seconds, like rules is fine.
Okay. So somewhere around there, I'll see if I can gain distance basically without any adverse effects to my new form.
No change.
No change. Okay. This could be a good way to scout, but I can't tell them right now. Can I tell them? Can I speak in my body while I'm in as I go back?
Yes,
Mesh, try and touch us.
you can speak.
Okay, guys, I'm floating around outside my body. I can see shit. Like I can watch myself do stuff.
Can you hear us?
Oh, we probably just
Yes,
cast a
but it's
spell, Valen says.
It's like I don't know this spell, so
What
this
do
is
you
new to
mean?
me.
She like rubs her temples. What do you mean you don't know this spell? I told you
Whatever
about this
happened
last
to me.
night. I offered this as an offering to you that I could do it by myself. It's just an expensive spell.
Oh,
It's called
Does sound
Arcane
like
Eye.
Arcane Eye.
Oh, is it that one?
So
Okay.
to save more time and silliness, you can just look up the Arcane Eye spell for the rules.
Gotcha.
Yes. You basically have a free use of Arcane Eye, and you have 1 hour. And the rest of you, as you're learning about this, can see that the bar has ticked down a little bit, meaning that Mesh is losing time.
Right.
This is a concentration spell, which is why you lost the other spells.
Right.
Rather, the Mage Hand had served its purpose, and your concentration shifted from one spell to another. And again, the slab says, take the free self-guided tour of the Ythrin. Press the eye to cast a spell.
Right. Okay. I guess I'll take advantage of this while I have it. Right. I'll start moving around.
Okay, Mesh, you can
So-
just use your token, because I don't know if the Blackie token is even giving you vision.
It is. I can see with Blackie.
Okay, it's not giving the stream vision. Let me see. Just give me 1 second here.
The stream losers. Got him.
Honey.
Edit. No, this is in my journal. What the hell?
What?
What the darnation?
Oh,
All right.
No, no.
I was
All right.
about to.
Yeah, all right, go ahead. We'll see. Okay, it is working. Wonderful. All right, go.
Run. How far can you get in an hour?
Are you counting distance drop? Because I'm not.
Nope. Stairs go.
Okay.
Down.
Stairs. Stairs are going down. I'm going past the head. There's a stairway going down.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Stop. It's a big room. You can go. There.
It comes into a big room.
I'm sorry, I'm just fucking with you, dude. Oh god, I don't know why that was so amusing to me. Okay. Yeah, it's a very big room. Eerily, Mesh.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is like dark vision enabled, you can't see anything in that lower room that you were just in. Okay, you're going in that room?
Yeah, I'm going north.
Okay, in that room. Okay, I was not expecting this. This is good. All right.
Uh-oh.
Just a second, please. Stand by.
That does not mean it's good for us.
While this is happening, me and Cal start messing with Mesh's body.
Do you know I can feel all this?
Yes. Yes, we do.
And Blackie starts hissing at you.
You know you could do this too.
Did
Join
you
us.
guys realize that Arl's symbol is a 5-pointed snowflake and Mistral's symbol is an upside-down 5-pointed star? I don't know if that's a coincidence.
Mistral's is a
Mistral's
4-pointed star.
4-point.
Mistral's
It's a 4-pointed
5.
star.
Mistral's 5, Mistral's 4.
Are they
What?
counting down or going up?
Mistral is a 4-pointed star. Okay.
4.
Mistral. There we go.
Sorry, Mesh. I need to check a couple of
There are
things.
4
1 second.
tennis to Arl. I don't know. I think I'm reaching.
Okay, so that's not okay. That saves me time there. All right. When you look into this room,
Hmm.
oh god. Oh no. Okay.
Great.
Mesh can't die
We're
like this, right?
fucking excited about that.
I was excited for now, but that reaction made me worried a little bit.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no!
The party is to
No.
roll for initiative. Mesh, you're dead. Let's proceed.
Mesh
not that bad, it's
fucking
not that bad.
died.
I finally dead.
Okay.
He finally got murdered.
In this
As a
room,
fake eyeball.
there is a white and red kind of mixture of frozen fur and hide.
Whoa, what I miss?
And you know what? I will reveal this to you, Mesh. You can see
Okay, everyone pay attention to Mesh's reaction.
that.
Oh god.
What's
Okay,
that?
it's like, is that like a hyena kind of thing?
Positive.
That is correct. But it is very, very big. Probably about as big as bear. And has like... looks like frozen blood all over it.
What? What
Can
did
I
miss?
see
And
if
it's
it's
more
like...
of a white color than that.
Hey.
And it has some kind of like bones thing like fused with its head. It's really hard to tell, but it freaks you the fuck out the first time you see it.
Okay.
Like we're
Can I
talking
tell if
almost instant pangs of fear.
Can I tell if it's live breathing or something? Is it napping? What's it doing?
Make a nature check. or a perception check, your choice.
I'd probably do perception. My nature is shit, I think.
Please don't assume that it can't see you.
I mean, you guys couldn't see me floating around, right? I'm asking you in real life, in game. Perception. Not bad. This is 15. Perception.
Okay. I'm gonna have to roll. Hang on. Okay. It's not breathing.
It's not
breathing. Okay.
It is
can I see?
looking south.
It's looking south. Can I see past it? Is anything behind it? The closest I get is like to the edge of this wall, like clearing.
It looks
to the
like
wall.
like some sort of natural / unnatural way of the cave structure, but nothing's in the room now.
Okay. So there's one massive creature, really scary looking, has bones on
It's
its.
a 20-foot high thing that kind of
Hound-like
tapers
creature.
off to a dead end. And behind this area, there is a dozen human skeletons sheathed in frost, lying on an uneven floor, and all of the skulls are missing.
Okay. This is a lair. We have found a lair.
Last time the
And
skulls were missing.
You
there
have
were the
found a
flaming
layer.
Skulls
Yeah.
too.
Remember, the heads are missing because they did something to piss off a god.
But those were turned into magical heads. These heads are missing also, but for different reasons maybe.
Right, I
Okay.
was just saying that,
Mesh, make a Constitution
In-
saving throw.
so
Again, you are in trouble.
the
We are
bodies
safe.
that are missing heads can be cursed to those who defy God.
Dirty 20.
Does Mesh get my saving throw bonus because his body's near me?
Yes, he does.
Then 25.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Did you get that?
No, 18 plus 2 plus 5.
Oh, okay.
Mesh, as you see the skeletons focusing on your fear and trying to press through it to just get some details, you feel something hit you so hard in the stomach that it's not just the pit falling out from being scared and afraid. It feels like for a brief moment that like you haven't eaten in almost a month. You're starving.
Oh.
And those bones look very tasty.
Oh, this
And as you feel the hunger about to almost take over, you can feel this steeliness, almost like you're putting ice in your own veins, and at the same time getting the warmth from Breker as like the will to press on through the hardship, and you push off whatever's going on in that room.
And I'm gonna head back out. Let's see. Do I know how much time has elapsed roughly?
Can you go back into the room for a second? I screwed up the stream stuff. I want them to see what you saw.
Okay.
Ooh, spooky. Okay, great. You can go. Sorry.
I'll just use the arrow keys. It's a little easier with this. Starting to head down, I guess.
Okay.
I want to see if I can connect to the tunnels Devii saw.
I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to give you, because you rolled good perception earlier, as you didn't feel on the first walkthrough here, but being a bit more heightened and aware of your fear, You get the impression in that room that you're not alone, but you can't see anything.
In the room I'm in now, or
Correct.
I can't see anything. Okay. I get the impression like
Not that you're
I'm
being
missing
watched,
some-
that you're not alone.
I'm missing something here. Okay. Something's off about this cave. I can't put my finger on it.
But yeah, you go
Okay.
down there, you see another dead end.
Yeah, dead end. Start heading right. Oh, this
Staircase
might
going
be it.
down.
Staircase going down.
Okay, stop. That room.
Yep.
Okay, go a little farther. Stop for a second. This is an empty cavern that has a domed ceiling. Naturally formed stairs leading up that you just came from, so it leads down to here. And it leads to two other rooms, as you can see, one to the right and one to the southwest. To the left, southwest. The cave to the southwest has variable height that you can see within your range. And stop right there. You can hear something. Just kidding. You're an eye. You can't hear anything.
I was gonna say. I was hearing through my body, so that wouldn't make sense. I'll keep going since I'm invisible with the eye right now.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll reveal what you see in there. You see something without touching the ground floating in the air. Made. Let's see here, 1 second. Yep, definitely floating. Looks like there's some kind of like robe that's like ethereal and broken, but not like physical. You see that? I need to hide the
Name tag.
nameplate. There you go. Okay. Yeah, it looks like this just skeleton mixture of shadow. And okay, that's it. Everything else is auditory. If you move into the room, make a perception
Yeah,
check.
I'll move. This one. 17 on the perception.
You notice that the walls up in this section of the room are thinner than the rest.
I see.
And can be seen through.
Oh, you guys remember that wall upstairs that had like see-through? I think I found the other end of it. Maybe.
Are you going any closer than that? Or are you staying there?
I could see how far I can see into the wall, I guess.
Okay, stop there. Inside of that area, you can see a frost-covered skeleton with a kind of a mantle around its shoulders that does not seem to be aged.
The mage.
Okay.
And there are also some kind of rotted remains of what looks to be some kind of spell books or something. And a cracked ball of some sort. Looks like it might have been a crystal ball at one point. And there is also some kind of odd looking staff that also doesn't seem to have aged. Very thin staff. And it looks like it's made out of like a mixture of gold and Chalcedony. And there's like a cross at the tip. And then underneath the cross, there's like a... You're not sure if it's like a handle that's just like very oddly shaped. But it looks almost like a sword tip where you'd like put your hand in. But it's kind of got like this weird like double... Almost like a heart-like shape to it. And it seems to be clutched in the skeleton's hands.
Just to try one more time, I try see if I can like push through the wall.
You can't.
Cause yeah. Then I start heading down. Look, I get a closer look at this thing.
It's very eerie. It looks like, I think when you get that close to it, you can see that it looks like it's talking.
Okay, and I don't see a second thing it's talking to.
Correct.
It's a shadowy creature with the bones. Is that it?
It looks kind of
bony.
Different. It's like weird. It's almost like clothes and shadow and bones are all kind of like intermixed and it's floating around. It does have some arms to it, but like legs are a bit vague. Some kind of like weird headpiece. And then kind of like these very dark, cold orbs for eyes.
Okay. And there's nothing else in the cavern?
No.
Okay. This is another dead end. Useful stuff in this room though. But enemies probably. This, I guess I go east. See where this leads.
Those of you in the room can see that the bar is about half finished. Are you going up here?
Yeah, check up.
Okay, you can see for starters that the pathway that leads out of that room goes up.
Okay.
The room that you're going into... Oh shit, I'm mousing on the wrong one. Is just an empty cave room. But Mesh roll D20.
Two.
Okay. Sorry, roll D12.
D12. Jesus. Which one is the 12 one? There it is. Okay. 11.
Roll again.
That's cocked. 7.
All right. Okay, for a moment, you see up here. use this one. For a moment, you see in the wall something massive. Almost like it's swimming. Flash across the wall and disappear behind you this way. Just. It is like a gigantic shadow. It just goes.
Oh god.
Looks like we've got a fight ahead of us.
We got 3 fights at least.
Oh, I missed some interesting stuff.
And starts tuning his violin.
It's a hulking shape.
See what it's like when you step out for a few minutes and you come back, you don't know what's going on. See?
And you swear as it's going outside of your peripheral, it's not. It moves from the wall to the floor before it disappears behind you.
Okay, so there's something going through the walls which is massive, and it maybe needed to land before it got through another wall. Maybe, I don't know about that. And I can't try to follow it.
You want
If
to
I
try to
tried.
follow it?
Maybe, yeah, I'll try
Okay.
to follow it.
You definitely won't be able to keep up with it, so you do lose it, but you can keep following south.
South, okay.
As you go
How far
south,
do
you find another room. You can keep moving. There you go. Okay, you can stop
this
there.
is it.
In this room, it is a 30-foot high cave that looks like it has a southern exit just out of your view, and the exit or entrance, in your case, where you came in. On the west side, there is a 15-foot hole similar to the one that you saw earlier. Almost identical to this one you saw earlier, just goes down and a little bit to the left side before curving to the south side. And I need you to roll another d12.
D12 again.
If you roll a 7 or higher, roll again.
3.
Okay. Okay, this one we got already. This one is going to be... I'll have to choose it. I have to choose a different one. Because this wouldn't work with our current position. So I'm gonna say you feel, like I told you, you know, you can feel stuff in your other body. You can feel a unfamiliar warm breath, hot, against your neck.
Man's just standing right behind you. Just...
And as you kind of feel the goosebumps and the shivers of the hot breath, you can hear
Wait, I can't hear in this form, can I?
you hear it back in the other room.
Oh.
That's what we're doing.
What you
Guys.
hear, it sounds like footsteps following you in the caves.
Guys, I can hear something, which means it might be in my real body. Keep an eye out.
Hell, we are in an enclosed room.
Is he talking to us? Is he?
Yes, I'm talking.
How's he able to talk?
He can
to
talk
us?
in his body. He can talk and move his body like normal.
Everyone, maybe we should get into the room so we can move around a little bit.
You guys
What
don't
room?
notice any differences and you can't hear anything.
We can't.
You don't
I'm
see anything, you
gonna
don't hear
go-
anything.
Mesh is on your side.
There's a bear!
Stop it.
Bird.
I'm going next to Mesh's body just in case something comes out and pounces.
It might be a
Just
good idea to just stay in that, keep an eye on the entrance of the
Where was
tunnel.
the last place I saw that shadow thing? As I was chasing it.
Up here.
Okay, so I lost it there.
Like when you turned around, basically as soon as you turned around, you saw it like disappear into the passage below, and then you couldn't see it anymore.
Okay.
It was like, we're talking blitzing speed, faster than Cal's swords usually in a fight.
Okay, I'm checking.
Again, you're not touching the ground, you're not doing anything, you're not restricted in any way for movement. Like you can fly, basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna check where the stairway up in the northern room connects to before I head back down. Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna go check that room?
Yeah.
All right.
Go
When you
check
walk
the
into
room.
this room, you're gonna see that it's an extension of the previous room that kind of goes into that one. And then you see two more openings, one north and one west.
Here we go.
Jeez, this is a maze down here, guys.
You also notice that in a certain context, the one to the east side, goes down slightly, and the one to the north side is level.
Okay. This is the big room there with the thing, right?
Correct. This is where you felt the non-alone presence.
Yeah.
This one, let's see. I think there might be something special with this one. This room has 10-foot high ceiling, so it's very low to the ground. And the icicles almost touch the floor. So it almost looks like the stalactites and the stalagmites have basically met.
Can't see it, right?
It's like the whole chamber just looks like a bunch of teeth made out of ice. And several of them have been broken off, and they leave some very narrow pathways for walking around, but it's easy to maneuver in this form. And there's, again, 4 exits in the room that you can see where you're standing now. And some of the wider tunnels, etc. I already described the rest of it. And there's something that you can hear as very light but high-pitched barking and yipping echoes throughout the whole area.
Are you sure I can hear them in this form?
Yeah, sorry, this is so stupid that you can't hear. I'll just give that to you.
Okay.
But the main focus is that in this ambiance, it's just meant to freak you out. Like you can't see anything at all, and you can't get a sense of direction. So.
Okay. You
Just
said
all around.
some of the stalagmites and stalactites were broken.
Correct.
Can I take a look at if they were broken recently by anybody passing
Make a survival
through?
check with disadvantage.
Because we know somebody went through here from the our new automaton construct friend.
Yeah, but that's a stretch. So.
Yeah. That's 14 plus. What was it? Perception.
Did you do it with disadvantage?
Oh shit! Yeah.
Survival.
Survival. That's a 10 plus
2.
0. So 10. It's straight 10.
It's ice. It's not got any real good way of monitoring survival-wise if it was something specific or even general. You have no way of knowing time either. It's tough.
Okay.
The fact that you notice that they're broken is enough because there's so many in here.
Alright, so maybe something passed through, maybe one of the creatures, I don't know. Going north, I guess.
North, okay. Northern chamber. 10-foot high cavern again. You're face to face with an army of small, misshapen sculptures.
Sculptures. Is it ice or stone?
They are all 3-foot tall ice sculptures.
Oh, that's as much as that.
Each one of them is carved.
Carved.
And they vaguely look like a misshapen, bad representation of a kobold.
Does it look like the meshes that we saw?
No. Completely different. They look like kobolds, not mephits.
Do I get this? This is probably hard to do it in this form. Do I get a sense that this could be something similar to what we saw on Orel's Island, where the creatures were frozen?
That is something up to you to decide.
Like, what kind of check would that be? If I can
If you're
figure
trying
out
to
if it-
compare the things between Arl's Island and this one, Arl's Island were like perfect representations. These are like crude carvings.
Crude. Okay. Crude. Okay. There's this weird room full of cobalt ice sculptures. No idea why or what. Makes no sense. But
We did see that cobalt thing.
nothing in the north or west of this room, right?
No, just
East.
south. There seems to be another pathway that goes down.
Okay. This shall go south, then this should connect to the other tunnel, right?
Okay,
That
stop.
went- Yep.
Oh, wrong tool. In this room. Fuck me. Okay. You see a very strange sight. I can do my thing here. All right. Okay, another sense that's not sight. Wonderful. There are 6 emaciated, starving looking kobolds with long fangs standing around the room.
Friends. Friends. Are they friend-shaped?
Some of them are on the walls, hanging with long nails and claws.
Ew.
Some of them are standing, blank stared at the wall. And a few of them are hanging on the ceiling by their feet, not needing to put the claws into the ice, but just standing as if it were the ground and they were upside down. And the last thing you notice is that there is no warm breath crystallizing from their mouth. And that
Okay.
is where we're going to finish this week's game.
A lot of info.
And you also see, sorry, there's one more thing about this room. You see a passageway here that leads down, a passageway here that leads down, passageway here that is flat.
Massive maze. Okay.
And you have still not seen half of this place.
I just cleared out like 10 rooms, 12 rooms.
I will say that if you're cooking and you're not looking for detail, like the less checks you make, Mesh, like this is just a note for everyone, the less checks Mesh makes, the faster he can move and observe things. But the more checks, the slower the pace and the less time he has on the spell. He rolled a bunch of checks earlier, so he'd knocked off like half of his time.
What is the average size of that room? Because I feel like just one Van spell could really...
It's about like 7 or 8 blocks tall and 5 blocks wide, so
Oh, easy. Easy.
All right, I'm sure that you guys are finding this, like, I'm hopeful that as a player, I implanted myself into this kind of position before running this, and I listened to some other players run through this exact situation and did similar things to what you guys are doing. But the scouting of one player feels very one-player system, because they're the only ones that are really getting the pilot for the whole session, but all of you are kind of collectively getting notes. So to me, it seems like it'd be pretty interesting still. So hopefully it wasn't too much for you guys to like allow Mesh to do all this stuff on his own, but
It just happened because story.
It doesn't really allow much more than one, and frankly, I would rather have Mesh do this than Velen do it, and I have to dictate all this to you.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But Mesh, you checked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and a half. Hang on. You were able to check 8 rooms.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
8 rooms out of like how many?
Good question.
We don't know.
How would we know?
Oh.
Oh, sorry, I thought
Cari's Find Familiar spell got nuked because of it's not quite an hour. It's like a 10-minute spell. Is that right, Cari?
No. It's a 10-minute cast time. It's an hour.
Oh yeah, your little episode yoinked you out of it, right?
I snuffed them out.
Oh, you snuffed them out because of the
I did.
episode.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
That was my choice. Also, I don't mind the fact that Mesh was doing this because I've been doing like a bunch of
Nice.
research.
Oh, good, because that's why then basically that you do the recap every week and I don't do it.
I think Rob maybe consider sharing Blackie's vision.
Would you guys like to see what the head looks like?
Yes.
What head?
Here you are.
What?
The head in the room.
How are we seeing it? Where is it?
Roll 20.
Oh.
Cari, if you want to see it, you can come to my
Oh yeah, it's like a robot head.
The snow
he's cute.
makes it look like it's got hair.
He's a good guy. Look at him.
Yeah. Cutie
Although
patootie.
I think that in my mind,
You made it bigger. A lot
in
bigger.
my mind,
I see it more like
the
Warforged
lower
shape.
half where the mouth was in my head. Looking at this picture, it doesn't look like it was there. Like it looks like the mouth was removed.
Yeah, it was attached. It looked like the Iron Giant.
But in
It had
our
a big,
game,
like,
I've
jaw.
decided that I went with it based off of the image in the map, which made more sense to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll now be in your journals. You can have that fun art piece to look at.
Decapitated Iron
There's lots
Golem.
of good art.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like the rubble and the ice cave behind it. Actually, like the detail's very cool to me. And the torch
Rob,
is neat. Yeah.
I think you would appreciate this. I'm not gonna look at your screen.
You can look at that one.
Oh my
No,
god, the
no, I
echo.
have it pulled up. Those are my notes. I ran out of highlighter colors.
What does it say?
Oh my
show
God,
you
Cari, I
guys.
want to read this tomorrow.
Okay,
Okay.
I will. Oh,
Yay,
shoot.
DM is happy.
I'll send it to you guys.
It's so cool.
Cause I sent it to Chef. Yay. I'll just copy paste what I sent to Chef in the
Oh man.
chat.
Mesh, I'm not going to say anything more than this, but one of the things that you found is like huge player advantage now. That
Is it?
you know
Get
that
it?
it exists. Like
I know what
major.
you're even talking about. I know
Get
which
it.
one you're talking about
What
already.
is it?
Like
What-
everything
what-
that Mesh just did, like you guys
Yeah.
got so much extra info for 0 risk. Like it's so
Really?
good. The spell makes your time in here so much easier.
And we have another use with Velen if we
Because
need
normally,
more
if you're
start-
going through this place, right, you just have to eat shit when it comes to finding things that could threaten you, right? Because they're just
Yeah.
like, oh, cool, you enter room, thing attack, or you enter room,
We-
thing scare, or bad shit happen, right? Like that's normal D&D protocol for dungeons. But Mesh just like, arcane eye, information.
Now we can be like, surprise motherfucker in every other room.
Well, the other thing too is if you can explore
And get
enough
avoid
Mesh, you could
rooms.
legitimately like plot a course. You can be like,
Yep.
all this stuff's over here. We don't do that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's super nice.
And the tunnels are like fucking long ass tunnels, and you can, like Cari did with her familiars, can fly through them. The difference is
Yeah.
Arcane Eye is invisible, soundless, and can last an hour, whereas the crows make noise and have to stealth. And if they get found out, then they're fucked. But the benefit is Cari has more of them, and she can experience more than just sight with them. So there's a
But
trade-off.
I can't do it all at the same time. I have to swap between them.
Yeah, but even swapping between them, you have options, and you have smell and... Or no, you don't have smell with them, right? You only have auditory and sight. It's 2 senses.
Yeah, they could return to me, I believe, and...
Well, yeah, I think once they dissipated or once they could communicate mentally to you, you could probably get the idea. But, you know, direct line is sight and sound. The rest of the other things, like, I don't think feeling is really much. They can't really feel because they're arcane, but yeah. All right, well, I hope you guys had fun. I enjoyed the Question the Robot for 2 hours. That was actually a lot of fun for me.
Hello.
I'm glad you guys had fun with it too.
Can we have another session of like 3 hours of questioning the robot?
3 hours of blinking, yes.
Yeah.
Just for canon's sake, off the books, I want to call his name Winkin', Blinkin', and Nod. And there's only 3 guardians, and this one was Blinkin'. But anyways, that's just what I want.
What?
I want there to be 3 guardians in Ythrin, no more, no less, and I want their names to be Winkin', Blinkin', and Nod.
Blink and nod.
So one of them can nod, one can blink, and one can wink.
One winker, blinker.
So one is like a cyclops. That would be amazing.
I've been trying to remember.
What's
There's
the
four
winky
parts.
one?
Four parts I haven't taken yet that branch out still.
Cat.
Yeah, so Mesh, where you're at right now, if you wanna mark it on the map, you can like draw. You came in this way.
Yes, I came in this way, and this way
goes out.
Goes back to the stairway I saw before, I think.
This way.
Also, I'm gonna mark the places for me, Mesh, but you can see this.
Sure.
Huh?
You can see this too.
I can't see.
Obviously, you can't see Jodie. You're not.
Oh, I don't know about. Obviously, I don't know if he's talking to all of us or just Mesh.
No, just Mesh. He's the one that's scouting. So I'm gonna use the arrows, Mesh, to show you the directions of the places. Like if they go up or down. I'm gonna use the arrows to point the direction that they go.
Okay.
And if there is no arrow, then it's just flat.
Flat. Yeah. Okay. I'll mark the rooms I've been to at least.
Can't tell if my neighbors are smacking the floor and being angry or if they're closing doors loudly in protest.
Oh,
Whatever the result, they're dicks.
Yeah, well, we're staying up past 1 a.m. on a Saturday night, sue me.
Can they? I mean, they can hear you, right?
Yeah, but if they're like 95% of the
they're
Japanese
angry?
population, they can't fucking speak any English.
Well. So they're just expressing their anger by slamming
There
doors.
was a room there that I did.
Okay, for the rest of you, I've also put arrows on the places you have explored. I think Devii went downstairs, right, Cari? You went down the chute?
Yes.
Okay.
I went down the hole and then.
Okay, but you found out that there's another chute down there.
Yes.
Oh,
I think I saw
bullocks.
where it split and then another one. So like.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's rocket science for you to need this one. I'll just do the shorter one. It goes that way. Actually, I'll do 4 smaller ones. That way, if you guys get cut off, you can see. Because the longer shoots are annoying.
I hope you're enjoying this chat.
Alright, sorry. I'm drawing on the GM layer as well, so the players have no fucking idea what the hell I'm doing, too. I'm just going to draw on all of them, because that's me, but yeah. Alright, cool. That should be good enough for now. I'll just draw. You know what? Why am I drawing? I could just reveal the arrows that are already there on the GM layer. Okay.
Maybe
It's time for bed. Chat, thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Goodbye, everyone.
Is it Saturday yet?
Bye, bye, bye,
Make sure to thank your Winkins out there and your Blinkins. Take care.
Bye.